Testing, testing, testing. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, wait, 1 second. I'm supposed to change my headphone. Hello, 1 second, 1 second. Can y'all hear me? Hello. I apologize. I went to get lunch and then it took forever and then it took me forever to get home. Oh. But now I'm here. It's going to be kind of a late stream, so I apologize already to the Europeans. And I'm going to drink because I had a drink for lunch. And I will continue the trend of alcoholism in the day. Woohoo! 1 second. Let me get my stuff charging again. All right, let me tweet that I'm live, and we're not going to do a super long intro because I have a lot of yapping to do, and yeah, I want to react to some stuff. I want to hang out today. I want to see if we, very late night stream, Matara Con after dark with pickle beer. Come here. My loves. I'm so excited for today. I think today the plan, honestly, I haven't even told Junie yet, but we might react to her stream from the other day. I just need to see what this clown stuff was all about, you know? I just need to witness it. Also, I was watching GEEGA today and she was watching Tip to Tip, which kind of makes me want to... I've only seen the first 2 episodes, so maybe we'll watch that together sometime. I don't know. I'm feeling it. But today, if we boot up a game, it might be Graveyard Keeper. Otherwise, we're just gonna yap and drink and spend time together, which is a perfect way to hang out. YouTube, are we good? Are we live? I'm just checking that we're all good on YouTube. Hello. Boot up a game. You can't be around till later. Well. You're at least gonna have a VOD to watch, my love. All right. Emote only off. Let's go! Hi, everybody. Get cozy, get comfy. I'm gonna go get my water. I'm gonna turn on my lights. And pickle beer time. Hello, and hello, YouTube. Again, I'm so sorry. I honestly meant to start the stream like a few hours ago, but I got carried away and I started working on stuff and then I started doing stuff and then I had a late lunch and then I had a drink at lunch and then here I am. Alana, thank you for the 31 months. You got the shirt and the mouse pad. Oh, Stoic, that makes me so happy. Thank you so much. For those of you that missed the Gamer Subs drop, do not worry. There will be more in the future. Thank you again so much for getting your Gamer Subs swag. I really appreciate it. All right, my angels, give me a quick minute, okay? Please behave. Don't do anything I would do while I'm gone, okay? Is anybody going to be drinking with us tonight? I have Donna's pickled beer. I posted it in the Discord, but yes, it is basically a light beer with pickle juice. It's very good. Let's yap, let's drink, let's hang out. Let me also grab a blanket because it is cold in our house. These fuck. Sorry you work tomorrow. Come on. What's a beer? I'm kidding. You know what? You're right. Let me drink the beers. You be careful. You take care of yourself. Let me drink all the beers, okay? Let me be the beer drinker. Your Gator self-smirch arrived. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. It's all right. For those of you that can't party, I'm going to party. Wait, my legs. What's happening with my legs? Why are they broken? My legs. Ah! Ah, my legs. My leg. Not to be dramatic or anything, but oh, sweet liberty, my leg. No. Ow. It hurts. It hurts. My leg. My leg. Sweet liberty, my leg. All right. I'm back in, baby. Hello in Russian accent. Привет, как у тебя дела? I don't know why my legs are being a little wobbly tonight. I don't know what the heck I've been doing. I don't know why. I don't know why they're so wobbly tonight. What's going on? Oh my God, I'm making a little pose. I'm making a little pose. Look at me. I'm doing a little, it's the alcohol. Right. It's the one drink I had at lunch. You drank yesterday, but you're also working right now. You should be drinking every day. It's good to have a habit of drinking every day. You know, it's bad to not drink every day, something like that. But yeah, cheers, everybody. I hope you're doing good. For anybody that missed it, I'm basically back to streaming. I can't tell you just why I took time off until Tuesday. But Tuesday, you're going to have back-to-back announcements about 2 musical projects that I'm going to be a part of. And, yeah, I'm excited. Eventually, I'll be able to show you the rough vocals and all the other stuff. So yeah, just had to ask. Thank you for the resub, Ignis. Thank you for the resub. You're currently driving down a school zone at 600 miles per hour while drinking beer. Wow, you're so cool and so honest and so real. I'm so happy you say the truth in the chat at all times. You'd never lie in this stream, would you? It would be crazy to omit the truth. Wow, you're not even racing Formula 1. You're racing Formula 0. You're going even faster. You're going faster than a plane. Actually, no. Maybe not faster than a plane. Oh my God, this beer is so good. Oh yeah, and you're also in a school zone. It's true. And then all the ladies clapped in the back seat, right? You also have like 14 ladies all in provocative clothing being like, wow. Something like that. How's everybody doing? How y'all been? It's Chibi Matara today. I've decided that today, and Grandma's cheering on the side, I, for one, welcome this new world where hags are loved. What do you need to be a mommy for me? I don't know why today I'm like reading all the wrong messages. I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know what it is today. Today I'm like, I'm zoning in on all the wrong messages. Yeah. Maybe I just haven't had enough beer. So yeah, how have y'all been? I'm excited for today. I wanted to take a look at some videos and maybe a few reacts. Like I said, I want to at least take a look at what the heck Junie was doing with the clown makeup the other day. Maybe we're gonna play games. I don't know. Kind of a late stream, but I'm trying to get back into the habit of streaming all the time for you and having fun and doing stuff. Next week, we have a rescheduled Vishojo collab happening. And I think I might be stealing Zen for some games or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be some fun times. Other than that, after this Tuesday, I'll be able to tell you more stuff about all the projects I've been a part of. I can't wait to tell you. And I'm not officially done with all my vocal recordings, but yeah. I think eventually I will be done with all my vocal recordings. Oh, any possibility about Tamagotchi Live? What is it on? Is it on the Switch or where is it on? Also, hello, my sweet YouTube. Don't tell the Momos on Twitch television, but I love you, YouTube Momos. I love you, my YouTube Mono. Switch 2? You want me to buy a Switch 2? Maybe we can do Tomodachi Life when I'm back in Canada, because that's where I have the Switch. But I don't have Switch 2 right here, right now. Cuteness aggression, I know. I'm gonna eat you. Vinny, thank you for the super chat. Arigato. Super chat. Arigato. Thank you for being the best bug. Happy birthday for me and Zero. Happy birthday, Vinny. Feliz Navidad. I know it's Feliz Cumpleaños, but for the fun of it, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Yippee. Yippee, 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 yippee. All right. You have one gun with one bullet and one birthday wish. Tell me where to shoot it. Tell me who to hurt. I'm gonna do it. That's it. Shoot me. Pick me. Choose me. Shoot me with a gun. My God, Momos, what happened while I was gone? What happened? You no longer have the will to live. You're only supposed to die for me. You're only supposed to give up your life for me. Persona! Your former boss who got fired me after not paying me for 2 weeks. Oh my God. Your boss who fired you after not paying you for 2 weeks. Not that we're like competing and it's the struggle Olympics or anything. But imagine being fired after not being paid for like a year plus. Because maybe allegedly it has happened to somebody I know. Allegedly. Maybe. It came to me in a dream in my delusions. I really am here like, oh wow, you broke an arm once? Yeah, well imagine breaking 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 necks. Sorry, baby. But all jokes aside, I'm really, really sorry about your old boss. They sound like a dick. And I hope you can get something back. Sen, thank you for the 28 months. What happened to your evil Momo? Did you get him in the end? Thank you so much for getting the Gamer Subs merch. It makes me so happy to see so many of you getting some of your Gamer Sub stuff. All I'm going to say, legally, spiritually, without going too much into detail, there may be more Gamer Subs eventually. Allegedly. Maybe. There could maybe be more. Maybe. I don't know. I have to ponder this. I have to ponder. Enemy, they really are. They're trying to get rid of me and my cousins, my cockroach cousins. If I had a flavor, what it would be, I can't tell you. All jokes aside, and please, for anybody that's a streamer, and if you're listening, or any kind of job that you have, all jokes aside, I can't actually tell you what my flavor would be if I was serious about a flavor, because somebody else would steal it and just do it before me. And it sucks that that is life and such as things, but yeah. Don't let people look at your homework. If they're gonna look at your homework, make sure they pay you. If they're gonna look at your homework. Yeah. Seriously though. Unfortunately, I know it sucks, but I actually can't tell you what my flavor would be. Because what if somebody else gets my flavor and then it's gonna be like, ooh. So yeah. It sucks. Just know that it would be the most delicious, the most nutritious, the most delicious and crunchable and good flavor. It's true. It's true. Epic site. I think half of the stuff is in Canada at the moment. I'll take a look at the gifts in my own spare time. I am so always forever very grateful by all the gifts that you guys give me, but at the same time, I can't always get through them right away. Especially since after this convention I went straight to Canada, so I left a lot of the gifts there. But I'm always so grateful. Oh. I know, corner lady, and it sucks. I wish I could have more whimsy and be like, my next flavor is... It's a gift up. How about this? I'm going to say a random string of words. They're not going to make any sense, okay? I'm going to say the words randomly that are coming to me in a dream. Room service. Like, you know, when you're in a hotel and you go, blah, 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 blah. Can I have some apple juice, please? Room service. And the other completely unrelated word that is inside my brain that I wanna tell, just the words are escaping me. Date night. Yeah, anyway, where were we? How is everybody doing today? Yippee! How's everybody doing? Who is joining me in drinking tonight? Who is joining me in our late night adventures today? Tonight, who's getting into trouble? I'll let my bank account recover a bit after your incense drops, which I'll all arrive, but I'm excited for more. Thank you, Choco. Thank you so much for getting mine and my wife's drop. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the most beautiful, beautiful monster girl that I know. The most beautiful kaiju. My absolute babe of all babes is Andrea. Mm-hmm. Also, yeah, speaking of zombie mode, I could be worse. Mm-hmm. Oh, spiders, that sounds delicious. What brand are they? Talk to me. My God, I'm having so much fun. Oh, I love being chibi. I'm so cute. Ah. Quick, get the green herbs. Heal her quickly. Quickly, Matara. Quickly, Matara. Ah. Nah. My feet. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? My eyes look kind of creepy that way. Ooh. 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 You can't see my underwear. I'm wearing shorts. Haha. You normally reserve your drinking for weekends. I won't be here this weekend. I have to be at the studio. I have to do my drinking now because I won't be able to do my drinking later. I want to spoil one more thing for everybody. What if I did one more secret spoiler for those of you who are here right now? For those of you who are like, yeah, Matara, I'll be here late at night. Chris, thank you for the gifting. Thank you. What if I spoil one more thing? One tiny little spoiler. Okay, hold on. Let me mute my desktop audio. I'm going to do one tiny little spoiler for you. One tiny little spoiler. Don't tell anybody, okay? Hold on. I just want to double check that you actually can hear the audio. So very, very quickly. You should not be hearing the desktop audio. Like, you have the song and stuff, but not the desktop audio, correct? Savers! Thank you so much for the gifted. All right. Just checking. Still nothing, right? Okay. You're just checking. All right. I'm going to show you one quick thing. Don't tell anybody. Okay. This is not my vocals. This is someone else's vocals. Because they are kind of giving me an example of how they would sing this song. And it's just a random song. So enjoy the next 10 seconds and just
repeating the same line, that fleeting lullaby. Oh, that stars will never die.
yeah. Anyway, what was that? I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was at all. You didn't hear anything. Where were we? Sorry, I just forgot like the last minute. Ooh, what happened? What's up, Rive? That's awesome. What kind of job are you doing? Tell me everything. Tell us everything. I love the hot gossip. Any cute coworkers? I don't recommend getting with your coworkers, but it's also one of those mistakes that you have to make yourself, you know? So I also support your wrongs if you want to go and be wrong. Explain, please. I need this. Okay. It's called Donna's Pickle Beer. It's really, really good. That's kind of it. It's Donna's Pickle Beer. It's really, really good. Am I okay? I'm feeling a little itchy. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, Lustful said it best. I think you can enjoy a hot coworker without getting with them. But that still alludes to like sexy time. I think the best way to enjoy your hot coworker is just visually. You met your now ex-wife at work. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Luckily for me, I learned my lesson with coworkers very, very early on. When I was a much younger bug and I worked at a breakfast restaurant in my teenage bug years, there was a nice little boy that worked in the restaurant too. And you know, just as the two only kind of teenage-ish people, you know, obviously romance brews, things develop, very normal, you know, little teenage crush, little ooh, haha. And then his ex-girlfriend started working there. And she just was really mean to me and to him. And after that, I was like, never again. And then after that, I think I worked at like restaurants and bars and clubs where you would just kind of see people in that flirt with everybody. And I thought to myself, nah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. But yeah, I learned that lesson very early on. Did he at least defend you? I don't blame him because, you know, this was so many years ago. He must have been what, like, if I had been a 16-year-old bug, he must have been a 17-year-old boy, you know. I don't blame people for the things they do at 17. I think he kind of... I think he wanted both of us to not be upset, which caused both of us to be upset, right? There's a Russian movie called За двумя зайцами, After Two Rabbits. If you go after both rabbits, you get none of the rabbits. So unfortunately, I think he was so big on like, well, I don't want to offend her and I don't want to offend you. So in the end, everybody got offended. You know. It wasn't very nice. That makes me so happy, Vampire. Thank you so much for getting the stuff. Thank you. Yeah. Bree, I know that Limes and GEEGA had sponsors for today. I was taking a quick look at their streams. I recall when my boss thought I was flirting with one of the hostesses. Now we're just awkward. I mean, I get it. Like, work crushes kind of feel like camp crushes, where because you're always next to that person, you know, and then once you're out of it, you're like, wait a second, I'm good. But it's one of those things that everybody has to make their own mistakes. As I get older, I realize that everybody has to make their own mistakes, and I can't be responsible. And hey, here I am talking smack, but maybe you actually find your wife or your husband at work and it's the best relationship ever, and good for you. If that happens, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. One of my bosses did, and they were cute. That's awesome. I like that. It's really good, Paladin. If you obviously don't buy this beer if you don't like pickle juice, but it is really good, and it's very light, and it also very much tastes like pickles. They were also like 9 years apart. I mean, I think as long as both people are of age, there's always like these random stories of like, I don't know. When I was a young roach, I had crushes on people that were way too old for me. And I remember fantasizing about like one day when I'm 18, we're gonna fall in love. So I don't know. I'm very much like, as long as everybody's good and everything's fine, I think. That sounds delicious, Zephy. Also, my roommates are 10 years apart. Wait, I think my roommates are like, yeah, my roommates are 10 years apart. Yeah. It happens. It happens. I am, basically my rule is I don't want to police what people do. I don't want to police what people do. That, period. My work sell pickle flavored beer salt. Can I ask, what's a beer salt exactly? Like, why would you salt your beer? Hi, Graham. It's me, Chippy Mata. I can't hurt you. My brother married a woman who's like 15 to 20 years older than him. Hell yeah. Have you seen that meme of like, if I'm getting yelled at by a hot goth girl, don't stop me. I'm exactly where I need to be. Maybe your brother's exactly where he needs to be, you know? You gotta do your thing, you know? Hey. Oh, I know what beer. Yeah. When you salt the rim of your glass, like, it's because the rare time that I make drinks where I salt the rim, it's always with tajin or tahine. I just put a little bit of lime and then a little bit of tahine, and yeah. I just spin it. I go. POV. POV, you're the tahine. Yeah. I didn't know you had actual beer salts. I've never heard of that. Aki, my angel, thank you for the 31 months. My brother in Helm, if you see me outside the tavern being yelled at by a tiefling, do not help me. I am exactly where I want to be. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Cube, thank you for the 30 months. Thank you. You just came back home? What did you do today, Aki? Talk to me. Did you have a good day? What's up, Sierra? How are you tonight? Salt is big in Latino beer culture, like tomato juice. I still remember the first time I went to Texas, I went to a place called San Antonio, and my friend's older cousin, she made us micheladas, something. It was like Dos Equis beer and tomato juice, and it was spicy, and I loved it. And then we went, I think it was called like line dancing, and we were like at some place, people were wearing cowboy hats and cowboy boots. It was awesome. I can fly. Thank you for subscribing. Huffy, thank you so much for the super. I'm having a great night. I'm having a pickle beer, and we're going to be yapping. I might react to Junie's clown stream later because I love her so much, and I want to see what the heck she was up to. June, thank you for the 29 months. That sounds like it, LaBelle. It was awesome. Also, this was a long time ago. This was honestly maybe like 20 years ago. Did you see those? There's pickle chapstick. Horchata. I like her name is Horchata. I did not. I don't know if I'd want to. Okay, so I want to taste pickles, but I don't know if I'd want my lips to taste like pickles, you know? Then again, if women love pickles and my lips tasted like pickles, women. Jorchata. It sounds like dork in it. Bash, thank you for the 27 months. And Sonic, thank you so much for the 27 months. Okay, I am going to say something, and I am not beating the gay allegations. So, maybe when Numi was having her concert in Los Angeles, I went to a local florist and I got this big bouquet made, right? And so I was going to pick up the bouquet before heading down to the concert with Junie, because we were going to go grab food with my agent, then we're going to go to the concert. And after I picked up the flowers, I initially scootered to the flower place. I did the little, those little lime scooters, vroom, vroom. But then I realized on the way back, I couldn't scooter back. Like, I had a big glass vase with flowers. I was not able to scooter back with them. So I thought, okay, I'm going to take an Uber back. But also, I saw a bar. So I thought, why don't I just have, like a little gin soda or something and then Uber back. When I was walking in, there was a group of people sitting there, and they kind of started, like, not catcalling me, but they kind of started yapping at me, right? And they're like, oh, nice flowers. Are they for us? Kind of that vibe. And I'm like, ha, 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 no, they're not. And then I forgot how it happened. But basically, like, I kind of started yapping at them. And they seemed like maybe early 30s, maybe late 20s. And it was two guys and a very beautiful woman. So very quickly, like, after I got my drinks, they were like, oh, how come you're here? I'm like, oh, I'm just here for a drink. And then I think one of them said, hey, you want to sit with us? Or maybe I was like, hey, do you guys mind if I just grab a seat with you? Again, I know I am the ultimate extrovert. So grabbed a seat with them, right? The very, very, very beautiful girl, she was with one of the guys. They were like kissing and holding and, all that stuff. And then there was another guy. And we were kind of talking and yapping. And clearly they were like drinking beers, having a good time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And as I was kind of leaving, I don't know, I had a good vibe about the girl, and I was like, hey, like, do you want to exchange info or something like that? So we exchanged Instagrams, and I told her, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be leaving, Los Angeles soon, but when I am back, let's hang out. And and then basically, like, a little bit ago, I was like, hey, are you still living in this general vicinity area? She's like, yeah, I'm there. And I said, do you want to get drinks? Do you want to get food? So this Saturday, she doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to treat beautiful, beautiful woman who has a boyfriend, by the way. But again, I'm not after her like that. I just want beautiful women to eat delicious food in front of me, So I'm going to treat beautiful women to delicious dinner. Mm-hmm. After my rehearsal and my dance practice, I'm going to treat beautiful women to delicious dinner. Mm-hmm. That's what I do with your money. I'm so sorry, Momos. This is where your donations go. Teach me your ways, straight Mata. Yeah, it's what I do. I don't know. And again, for any of my friends that know me very well, I know that to some of you hear this and you're like, oh, she's doing it because gay. No, it absolutely has no gay at all. I was just like, oh, it would be nice to, like, hang out with somebody who isn't a streamer, I think she's doing some kind of, like, alternative modeling, though. I don't think it's nude alternative modeling, but It's close. I can definitely see her butt in a lot of the photos, and you know what? If I was that young with that kind of a butt, I'd also be showing my butt you know. I get it. Yeah. If she isn't doing OnlyFriends, she probably should. At least it isn't a beautiful man. No, but also, you know, I'm not there yet, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but I will be one day. One day, I'm just gonna show up to stream, not gonna say anything, big rock on my finger, and you all have to do me a favor and just not acknowledge it, because I'm gonna be craving the acknowledgement of like, wow, Matara, big ring, what's going on? And like, none of you have to acknowledge it whatsoever. One day. What's up, Discarded? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. Oh my God, Matara, did you do something with your... My favorite creature, Heavenly. When are we finally not gonna miss each other, huh? I miss you, homie. I hope you're doing well. You were definitely missed at WeepCon. Junie and I were like, damn, you know who we'd love to have here with us right now drinking? Heavenly Father. Supporting the Not Yuri. Thank you. Honestly, Kaiju, let's be realistic. I think if I actually were to get married, I don't think I could keep it a secret. You all would know. I'd be like, hey, everybody, I have a dog that I'm walking every day. He sleeps with me in the bed. Thank you, Ixie. How have you been? Yeah, you would all genuinely know so quickly. Hey, everybody, I'm walking the dog, feeding the dog, going out for the walkies. Sorry, guys, stayed up all night. The dog just kept me up all night. I've barely been here, and I can tell you wouldn't keep it quiet for longer than a few minutes. No, when it comes to ladies, I was talking about this with Junie a little bit, because we like where we live. Don't worry, I'm not gonna like accidentally dox us. We like where we live, but I have told her about like potentially wanting to move to an area with more people, because I kind of miss having more casual friendships of like, hey, let's just go grab a beer. Phoebe, Kirimi-chan on top. Kirimi-chan on top. Kirimi-chan, Ichiban. Psycho Kirimi-chan. Phoebe, I hope I get the chance to meet you at one of these days, at one of these cons, my sweet angel. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody coming in from Phoebe. Hi. I am Matara Khan of Independent and Resilient and Matara Khan Industries. I have not been streaming much because I have been doing dancing and singing lessons. Yeah, that's right. On Tuesday, I'm going to have two big, juicy, delicious back-to-back announcements. Phoebe, how do you do the dancing and the singing? It's crazy. You know what my vocal teacher said? She's like, you have a really great voice. If you just didn't drink as much, you could really do stuff with it. I'm like, okay, I'm not a psychopath. I'm not going to, I am loyal to my drinking habits. I'm not going to give up. Alcohol has been there for me all my life. I didn't even know I had a good voice until like a year ago. I didn't even know I had all these octaves inside of me. I didn't know I could hit the high notes. I didn't know I could sustain the low notes. I didn't know I was a dramatic mezzo-soprano. I knew I was dramatic. But alcohol has been there with me all my life. I could never turn back on alcohol that way. Ever. And then she was like, okay, well, do you smoke? I'm like, no, but, sometimes I like the hookah. And she's like, oh, no, that's even worse. You can't have hookah anymore. I'm like, all right, we're done. Do you want my patronage or no? Do you want me coming to these lessons or no? Because I will stop coming. If you're asking me to pick, I will stop coming. I will stop coming to these lessons, lady. Anyway. Phoebe, how is your stream today? Welcome, Beehives. Hello. come hang out with us. We're drinking beers and kind of like getting back to streaming. As I said, I took a little bit of time away just because I was focusing on my I was focusing a little bit on my stuff. You should sing so we can hear it. No. Nosa, nosa, ai sim você me mata. No, I couldn't sing. Stop. 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 Oh my God. I couldn't sing. What's that? You want me to sing Nickelback? Oh my God. No, I couldn't. I couldn't. How the hell we wound up like this? Why weren't we able? No, stop. Just see the signs that we missed. Stop. I could. Let's rewrite an ending to. No. Stop. Stop. I couldn't. Stop. Stop. I couldn't. Boop. Hello, Princess Matawa. Thank you so much, Obara. Thank you for the kind words. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. Did you see 9 Inch Nails at Coachella? I need to look at the video feed. But my favorite part about people finding out about 9 Inch Nails is being like, is he always that horny? Yes, he's always that horny. And despite all the songs being about him essing D's and swallowing unborn children, he's got like 6 children with one woman. Which again, that doesn't take away. I'm not trying to get canceled for bisexual erasure here. I'm just saying that sometimes people are shocked because they will assume that Trent is like, no, he's just horny like that, and that's why I feel for him. He's just yeah. Mayoshi Trent Reznor. How good is? Oh my God, he has always been horny. Always. Mm-hmm. Also, Pitch, we don't know their situation. Maybe they're both, polygamous, polyvorous. Mm-hmm. We don't know that. Welcome home, Mata. Thanks. I'm home. I'm back, and I'm gonna make it your problem. Thank you, Terrific, for the super. I'm gonna be spending your money this weekend by taking a beautiful girl out to dinner. And I know when I say it like that, it makes me sound very gay, but I'm doing it for the love of the game. I'm doing it absolutely from the bottom of my heart. I'm doing it because I gotta, I'm doing it because I can. It was really funny, actually. When I had met her, it was her boyfriend, and like their other friend. And their other friend was nice, but he definitely got a little too drunk. And again, I was only with them for like a drink and a half, right? And then I had to go. And the other friend, I forgot what I was doing, but I was saying something, and I took my... he actually was very smooth with it. I was talking to them, and then I took off my glasses, and he went, "Wow, you're so beautiful." It was perfect. I was like, wait, that's good. I like that. But then he got really drunk and started complaining about like some woman that I don't think he's over. So if ever even remotely, I would have thought to myself, oh, this guy's kind of cute. Maybe. No, he got very like trauma dumpy very quick. And then he was like, and it's funny because even she was kind of like getting in between. She was like, hey, don't worry. Like, our friend doesn't want to hear about that. No. And he's like, no. She's a woman. I need to know her opinion. Do you think it's fine that my ex-girlfriend, and I'm like, buddy, I don't know you. I don't know your ex-girlfriend. Also, I don't know you guys. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And right now I'm here for not a long time, and it's not a good time. So she just kind of kept like jumping in. And by the way, guys, it was like 4 p.m. It was like 4 p.m. on a Sunday or maybe a Saturday. She was like, hey, our new friend, she doesn't want to hear about that. Our new friend doesn't want to hear about that. Da 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 da. He's like, no, but as a woman, what do you think about this situation? I was like, buddy, I don't know you. I also like this is a lot. But then her and I, we kind of like stayed on each other's Instagrams, and I was like, yeah, I'm back in town. Let me take this beautiful lady out. And we can like reminisce. I'll ask her again I'm genuinely just curious, like what would happen. And again, like to be completely fair with you all, if he had asked me that question sober, I just want to be clear. He was asking me that question, and I was genuinely ready to kind of like give him my opinion in like not in a mean way, just like, okay, tell me about your situation, tell me about your ex, tell me about you, let me give you my opinion as like, you know, just third party woman. But that guy was a little drunk, and I don't think he really wanted to hear my opinion. I think he just wanted to kind of keep complaining, which is fair and totally fine. But like I said, this girl kept kind of interjecting and being like, hey, I don't think our new friend needs to hear about that. Let's talk about something more fun. Like, she just kept interrupting him and kept trying to lead the conversation elsewhere. It was silly. How many drinks was he in? I'm not sure, but quite a few. Quite a few. And by the way, like, if you want a drunk trauma dump, that's fine. I completely get it. But it was also like 3 p.m. on like a Saturday or a Sunday, and yeah, it just turned trauma dumpy real quick. Hello, beautiful Matara. See, it's so easy. But he was very smooth. Like I said, I like took off my glasses to say something. He was like, whoa, you're so beautiful. And then I gave him my flesh woman's name. He's like, wow, that's such a beautiful name. Women are so easy. Just be nice to them. Women, just like men, are so easy. Just be nice to them. It's that easy. Ask questions. Be nice. It's that easy. It really is that easy. Just be nice to people. You know? But Mata, scary. Also, to be clear, corner lady, it wasn't a date. It was 3 people drinking together. They were kind of yelling at me at the street. I was kind of yelling at them back in a funny way because I walked into the bar with a big bouquet of flowers. Then I was like, hey, actually, do you guys mind if I just sit with you? And then we kind of yapped together. There was no date. In fact, the only person getting a quote-unquote date is that beautiful lady that I'm taking on a date on this Saturday. Completely platonically. Because she has a boyfriend and I don't like women like that. But it's going to be a fun conversation and she's awesome. Also, I was wearing sunglasses. Hold up, I've heard this quote before. Wait a second, I've seen these monsters before. The pickle beer should be a crime. That's not true. You know what should be a crime, caffeinated? That you can't spell caffeinated. I'm kidding. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care. Man. Look at my little feet. My little feet. Pickle beer is a crime. Take it back. Take it back. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Mama, mama, mama. Do you have zombification as a toggle? I do. Ooga booga. Look, look, look. We can be a little zombified. Buh. 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 Careful, I'm gonna bite you. Clover, thank you for the 14 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Zombie Tara. Wow,
we a zombie, zombie. Boop, 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 boop. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Nanoni, ay, tay, 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 kakiyan, ay, dang.
Stop! You're gonna make me want to sing. And I have to protect my voice for the studio. Stop. You're gonna make me want to sing. It is a pickle beer and it's gosh dang delicious. It's gosh dang delicious. Don't knock it till you try it, honestly. Do not knock it till you try it, okay? You gotta try it before you knock it. Promise me. Listen, I might be small, but I'm still a killer. Fugles, thank you for the 31 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Would I try a beer with squid ink? Hell yeah. I mean, I like pasta with the squid ink. Why wouldn't I like a beer? Do it, LaBelle. Do it. Pickle flaming hot Cheetos. Yum. That sounds delicious. Instead of singing, could I do a vocal warm-up to a tune you like?
Repeating the same lie. Ba, 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 ba. That stars will never die.
Oh, what's that song, Matara? I haven't heard it yet. Oh, because it doesn't exist yet. Yeah. Doesn't exist yet. I wonder. It's somewhere in the ether right now. It's somewhere there.
Oh,
You have so many pickled beers. It's such good summer beers. I think pickled beers should be the new norm. When I am tyrant, dictator, god, empress, I will make it so that every Momo has to drink pickled beers every single day. Rowan, thank you for the 4 months. Oh, I like red ales. I feel like, not to sound incredibly Canadian, but for the longest time, bars used to have Rickard's Red, which was this like very cheap Canadian red ale. And it was really good. And nowadays, I think when I was back in Canada, I tried getting a Rickard's Red. It was not, it definitely was not the same. But it used to be really nice. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe my palate just changed. Thank you, Monk. I have a hard time not being more of a gremlin with this look. I can't explain it. I think this look brings out the cuteness aggression out of me. I think I like kind of bring out my own cuteness aggression onto my own darn self. I'm like, I'm so cute. Oh, I'm so sorry, specimen. That's the worst. Whenever you have a beer keg explode at work, ugh. A pickled onion. Wait. Tell me more. Old Wolf, thank you for the bits. You are cute. And you are aggressive. That's me. Okay, Golf, let me read the back of the beer. Donna was backstage at The Garden eating pickles from a jar. In a flash of light, she was pushed on stage and kissed full on the mouth by a beer-drinking Mick Jagger. Okay, wait, is this true? It was electric. No, not the kiss, the taste in her mouth, beer and pickles. That night, Donna's Pickle Beer was born. No way this is a real story. Momos, Google it. Is this actually a real story? Not only did she get to kiss Mick Jagger, Donna Mick Jagger, I'm looking it up. Donna Mick Jagger. Created by Scott Byard and named after his mother. It features an apocryphal marketing story about Donna being kissed. It is not a true story, but a fun branding concept. The truth? The story is fake, created to market a crushable pickle-flavored lager launched during the pandemic by Scott Byard, a partner in the brand. The reason I had a feeling is because it sounded a little too perfect, to be. I think I know the pickled onions you're talking about. They're almost like the size of cherry tomatoes, if not smaller. They're like little baby onions, right? Are those the ones you're thinking of? Also, that's my phone that I plugged. Old Wolf, what do you mean by that? I just want to be mindful of if you want to include me in anything fan made, sure, feel free. But I also don't want to endorse anything that is gonna, if you just want to have Matara as a character in your campaign, that's fine. You don't need my permission for that. Just use your discernment, right? But if it's gonna be like a Crusader Kings 3 campaign about reclaiming, countries that are currently at war, and Matara Khan, the general of this place, with her, no, that. Can I use your image to promote arsonism? Again, Old Wolf, use your discretion. If you think it's fine, then do it. But, if you think it's fine, then do it, my sweet angel. I can't really stop you. That's the thing. I can't really stop you from using my image to promote arsonism, Or tax fraud or anything like that. Tax evasion, I should say. Fraud is different. Fraud is when you're fraudulently evading is just, you're not paying, The act of arson is highly endorsed by Matara Khan. It's true. Matara Khan loves arson. Grand arsony. Do a crime. I mean, hey, I love stealing cars, apparently. I love stealing cars. Also, before you freak out, there's a clip of GEEGA that I wanted to watch together. Because I just got reminded of it because I opened a bubbly Bellini Bliss peach pineapple mango flavor with other natural flavors. So GEEGA has been going around the internet telling truths that I, Matara Khan of Independent Resilient, love drinking sparkling water. And that is true. But I saw this clip the other day. I saw it the other day being today. I saw this clip today. I saw this clip the other day today. I saw this clip the other day today. So let me
Beating the hemline. Boom.
So I saw this clip. Matara Khan fact that will shock you. What's your fucking problem? And I'm like, oh my God. The aunties are fighting. I was like, what is going on? The aunties are fighting. So let's take a look at this. GEEGA, thanks for your clips. Everybody, please go watch Daily GEEGA. All right, tell me if it's loud enough.
Love these questions because no one else asked them. GEEGA, thoughts on water?
Delicious.
Love water. I'm drinking water right now. Do you think there's water on the moon? No. Moon has no atmosphere. Where would the water go?
So
Moon's
smart.
all rock. We already
She's so
checked.
sexy.
There is water in the ocean. Good job, Chen. Correct.
I love my smart
Carbonated water
nerdy girl.
sucks, though. I agree. I don't like drinking sparkling water. I don't get that. I was with
delicious. It's got
Matara somewhere
bubbles.
one time, and they come over and they're like, "What kind of water would you
Wait,
like?"
I'll shut up.
Bottled-
She's
with,
talking about me.
Matara somewhere one time, and they come over and they're like, "What kind of water would you like? Bottled, tap, or sparkling?" She always orders sparkling water. You know that? Matara fact. I was like, "What?" I looked at her. She ordered.
It is a true Matara fact. And by the way, I love both flavored and unflavored sparkling water. I also just like the bubbles hurting, but I also like if the bubbles taste like strawberry hurting. I don't discriminate. I'm a lover and a drinker, not a fighter. Scoresby, thank you for the 19 months.
At one time, I looked at her and I went, "What's your problem?"
Everything.
She was like, "What?" And I was like, "You always order sparkling.
I do.
You like this?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What?"
I like the way it hurts.
I'm just a person who hates sparkling water, and I always thought people just kind of liked it. She loves.
I think she could have just ended it at, I'm a person who hates. She's a little bit of a hater, and that's what I love about her. She feels like the really cool cat that picks you, where she's kind of a hater and she hates everything, but she loves me. So I'm like, ha, I did something right. The giggler loves me. I did something correct. I did something right. Woohoo! But yes.
Sparkling water. I always thought people just like kind of liked it. She loves sparkling water. I was like, oh my
It's
God,
true.
my goodness. But not flavored. Not flavored. Just plain
I do
sparkling
like
water
flavored
is what
too.
she would drink. I think
do
that's
like
crazy,
flavored too.
personally. And then they say, do you want tap or bottled? People at the table will be like, bottled. I'm like, what give me tap. What's your problem?
That I get it.
Tap.
You know, I know right now quoting Kanye West is a little bit, but there was one song that he had where he was like, the waiter asks if you want bottled or tap. You're telling me you were drinking sparkling water before you got here. But yeah, sometimes when I see people order bottled water, I'm like, interesting. Bottled sparkling water though, that's fine because it's got bubbles. The best restaurants, if you are listening, is when you are a restaurant that has its own filtered water, either tap, like its own filtered water, either bubbles or not bubbles. Some restaurants have actually like sparkling water for free. I love that. Oh, thank you for the 20 months.
Water, man. I just, every time, especially when you're in New York, the tap water is good, you know? So every time I'm like, give me that free tap water. What do you want me to pay?
I don't know
when the
about
tap water is good here?
New
No,
York.
never.
Anything.
Only New York, Texas sucks. Well, yeah. I mean, it
I don't
does
know
depend
about
on where
New
you
York,
are. I mean, that
anything,
tap
no
water,
offense
though, so much
to New
better.
York.
I grew up drinking out of hoses. I ain't dead yet. Oh, yeah. In general, growing up, if I was like, Mom, I'm thirsty. Can you get me some water? She'd be like, drink from the sink. And ironically, she'd be like, the sink's right there. She would not get up and get me water if I was like,
exactly.
I was like, 6 years old, waking her up at 3 a.m. and stuff. She'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? She'd say, if you didn't get yourself a drink before bed and have water in your room, have a bottle, something, sink's right there. And I would, and it was delicious. Because where I came from, the tap water's okay. And like drinking from your sink is fine. Not that you
in
put your mouth on the
Canada,
tap.
We have good tap water where I'm from. I don't drink the tap water here in LA. Junie drinks it. I get like the big kind of, those office cooler ones? The ones that I always steal from Project Zomboid. That's what I have at home. Plus bottled water, plus sparkling water. That one lustful. Also, listen, it's not the best for the environment, but sometimes I'll get bottles of water because if I go on a walk, I like to put like a little packet of emergency or a little bit of like my collagen powder or something. And then I basically have a bottle of water for the walk. I know it's not so great for the environment, but I do. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. My city has some of the best tap water in the country. Let me know. We're visiting. Do you have enough for all
Weird,
of us?
little weird. We kept it very clean, but still a little odd. But but it was fine. Yeah, and I would drink out of the bathroom sink like a freak. It's just how it
Do
went.
I refill my Gamer
I was also
Subs cup?
blessed to
Yes,
have.
when I'm at home, I refill my Gamer Subs cup. But if I go for a walk, I don't like to bring like sometimes I want to go for a walk with just my phone and my headphones. So because of that, if I grab more stuff, like if I have my big Gamer Subs bottle with me, so instead I do a plastic bottle, I finish it, I throw it out, we're good.
Have good tap water where I was, but I don't trust NYC tap water. Hey, do you live there? That's my main question. That's the first question. Do you live
Hey, do you live there? Do you know? Do you pay taxes? If not, you can't talk about this water.
there? Because if you don't, I don't care. I don't care. I just think water's a W. Maybe weird, but I like water, man. No, me too. I
love water.
I think I was in a habit a long time
thank
ago
you
of
for the
always
5
putting something in.
gifted.
Oh, let me do a little lemon. Oh, let me do a little this. Oh, let me drink a little something.
Okay.
And I just
May I just say, yes. I think water is good, but put a little lemon in it. Put a little cucumber slice in it. It's even better. It's even better. It's one of those things where it's like, good is good, but isn't better better? You know what I mean? Why would you want good when you can have better? Oh, Neon, good luck. Maybe you'll see me. Maybe you don't. I don't know yet, my angel.
at one point when I don't know why I'm doing this and I don't know why I'm straying away from plain water. It's a little weird. I just noticed I was doing it for like a month. I said no, and I did nothing but drink water and no other drinks for a month.
I'm telling you right now, for all of you listening, if you find water boring, first of all, make it colder. That already makes it taste better. Colder water for some reason tastes better. Number two, A little bit of lemon. Oh. Yes.
And I said, I'm cold turkeying myself. The moment I noticed something like that, I'm like, you know. So I said, I'm cold turkeying myself, and so
Hell yeah. Giga, great clip. I do really enjoy the slight clickbaiting that you did because it got me to watch the clip. So if you take a look at her clip, it's like, what's your fucking problem, right? So everyone's like, ooh. And the views reflected as well. Zenti, are you watching? Let's start clickbaiting Giga back. Giga also commented about how peacefully you sleep. Oh no. Oh no. I think when I was with Giga, I had like full on, I would wake up in the middle of the night drunk, have full on conversations with her, and then forget them. I also get scared really easily. No, this is a phenomenal title thumbnail. So let's start copying my sweet Giga. Audience loves consistencies. Momos, that's not true. You love me when I disappear with the milk, right?
audience love consistency. It's genuinely true. People do like to hear you. I always thought that
No.
this was a bad thing, but no, people like to hear you talk about the same stuff over and over.
Okay, wait.
And I used to
Never
like
mind. I disagree. Yes. Wait, no. Actually, I disagree. I agree with the disagreement of the agreement. People want to hear you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah.
be self-aware, and if I was talking about a topic that I talked about before, I'd be like, oh,
If I say what I think I'm in big trouble. Speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. Speak your truth, Zero. Dime la verdad. Actually, it's la verdad, right? La verdad is not. Yeah, it's dime la verdad. Sorry. I don't know why I said veridad. Oopsies. Feliz veridad. Feliz. Speak.
no, I've done that one. Like, you can't wear the same dress again to a new red carpet. You know, I would have like that attitude toward it. But people actually will sit there and listen to you talk about something that you have talked about before and ask, you know, they'll ask new questions.
Also, not only will your fans ask new questions, but also it's not always the same fans that are here at the beginning of the stream and the end of the stream, number one. Number two, people also change and evolve. And number three, sometimes it's nice to hear about the same stuff.
Or they'll make new points in chat about it, but they just like, they actually will just sit there and be like, yes, I love this one. And like, I no longer feel bad about it. But I remember for a long while, I was like, is this okay? Is this all right? Yeah, Boone,
too,
after a few
me
thousand
too.
hours, my ass gotta. Well, I mean, when you stream for hundreds of hours a month, I mean, you gotta, right? You gotta. I'm waiting for the next time you get on the topic of skincare. Why don't you just ask about it? You don't have to just ask about things I'm currently talking about, because my topics are driven by whatever chat is talking about. So if you just come in with a question out of left field, if I like the question, I'll just pivot. You know, like, I don't care. I don't care at all. I genuinely don't care what I talk about. Sometimes I'll read something that day and I'll be like, ooh, let me bring that one up. And I'll have it written down on the side like, ooh, yeah, this one. But other than that, you know, whatever you guys want to talk about.
One. Yippee! Yippee!
I figured, you know,
Wait, oop. Oh, wrong. Please don't copy strike me. Oh.
Audience love consistency.
I like this. Let's take a look at some more geek stuff. Any other good videos we can consume? How adults make friends. I'm kind of curious. Oh wait. Giga's dating profile review got results. Oh. Giga's autobiography would be a business log. Streamer's biggest financial loss? Probably editing videos or not investing their money. Oh god, okay, I'm not watching that one. Because you know the comments on that are going to be crazy. Homemade recording. How to rizz up the ladies. Streamers are not how they seem. That's right. I'm actually really introverted on outside of streaming. I'm actually, what the hell, Giga? I'm actually really, 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 really introverted. I would never beat up a person to get them to drive me anywhere, ever, 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 ever. How adults make
Cannot
friends?
begin to explain how I know some of my closest friends' life is just like that. Yeah, I don't know how I would tell people in real life how I've met some of my like VTuber friends that I'm now very close with. Some of them are like some of my closest friends at this point. I would just say I work with them. I think I would just say I met them through working, not like they were literally my coworker, because that's a little different. That's more so if you're like in the same corpo, I guess you could say you were a coworker legitimately. But you know,
I didn't know
a friend
Giga
from
had
work.
these.
Yeah. How do you guys make friends in your adult lives as people who are not streamers?
Mamos, how do you make friends in your
I have
adult
lived
life?
that life and I know what I did, but I had a lot of friends from stuff outside of work. But do you at all? I feel
Honestly, I think the way to make genuinely, if you are over 30, the way you get friends, twofold. Number one, join a club, start a hobby. First of all, yes, MataraCon Discord server is perfect. MataraCon Discord server, rock climbing, bike, not, I almost said bike gang. I mean like a bike club. You joined the Hells Angel. You joined the Hells Angels. No. I meant like run club, bike club, fight club. Exactly. You're like, hey, Matara, I listened to you, and I'm part of the Bloods and the I'm part of the Bloods. Okay, so definitely I'd say like go to your local game store, join Magic the Gathering night, or join Warhammer night, or rock climbing, or wine tasting night, or something. Like definitely an activity is very, very good. Otherwise, your friends will have friends, okay? So you got to kind of parasite yourself onto your friends' friends. So how you would do it is you'd be like, oh my God, let's go out with your other friends. Can I come? And then you just, you do that.
like I feel
do you
like
guys
it's
make
I was gonna say Blazing. I was gonna say Discord. I feel like I see a lot of you hang out in Discord.
Question. Who here has made a friend over at our Discord server? I just want to know. I just want to know. I don't know how to use Discord. I lurk. Nope. Momos! What about all of you yapping with one another? I see you all yapping in the Discord together all the time. What do you mean none of you have been making friends with one another? There's a difference between... I'm getting another beer. I'm getting a beer. Oh, God. I'm getting a beer. I gotta drill some extra version into you. Come on. Ugh. I feel like we're gonna get in trouble. No, I mean, at the end of the day, sorry, I have beer burps. Honestly, all jokes aside, friendship takes a long time to develop, but sometimes it is nice to fight loneliness with like-minded people in maybe my Discord server or maybe the stream. Like all jokes aside, I wanted to make it a really big joke and be like, how dare you, blah, 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 blah. But friendship, genuinely, real deep friendship and connection takes a long time to develop. And even though online friends are just as important, sometimes it's nice to just kind of fight loneliness that way, So if you all, I swear this is not an ad for my Discord, okay? Zero. Can you join Matara's Discord today and make friends? Can you pin that? Can you also pin cheeky and gamer subs codes also with that? Pin those 3 things together. Thank you. This is not an ad. but all jokes aside, I think if ever y'all are like, hey, does anybody want to play Marvel Rivals or blah 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 blah, that's fun. That's silly. But don't worry about it too much. It is kind of tough to make friends nowadays. I think clubs are the easiest way to make friends, some kind of activities. And I know it sucks to be the first person to like come into a new wine club or a new biker gang. You know, it's always weird to be the new guy in the Hells Angels, but yeah, at the end of the day, sometimes it's enough to just like not be alone. Lil Pudge, thank you for the 18 months. What a great
I'm glad to see it, but I always wonder, like, do they have good ways to do this IRL, or is this like, you know, the spot? It kind of seems like that's the spot, right? Because you have more in common, I would think. Yeah, work, friends of friends, friends of relatives. When you got, people in my field have become great friends, but I have a tiny field. Yeah, I guess it depends on what kind of job you're in, what kind of corporate environment.
You have a tiny field. You don't have to go bragging about it, you know? You don't have to be like, oh my God, my field is so tiny. But you also don't have to lie and be like, my field is so ginormous. I've never seen a more beautiful, more luscious field than mine. But like, you know, who are you trying to impress, huh?
My former work, I bounced around a lot between a lot of different things, a lot of different people and everything. I didn't always.
There's definitely a lot more stuff online now than offline. But I think if you just looked around you, you'd be surprised at how many run clubs there are, hiking clubs, wine club, cheese club. There's so many places near you. Even like, okay, the other night, I met up with my friend for a drink of alcohol. We went for sushi and then we had a drink of alcohol. And then we went to like this local bar next to us that does random shows. It was free to enter. It was a band on stage. Music wasn't really my type, but doesn't matter. And the place really filled up because there was people on stage and they were performing. And there's so many things like that that you could be joining in your community. You tend to underestimate just how much community there is around you. You really tend to underestimate if you actually took a time to like take a look at your local bars, at your local restaurants, see if they have like wine and cheese night, party night, this night, that night, Warhammer night, Magic the Gathering night. You'd be really, really surprised in a positive way. You'd honestly be really surprised in a positive way at just how many times. Trivia night is a big one. There's a lot of those kinds of things. Oh my God, this is amazing. The crick in my neck is gone after I started drinking. You deserve that. You deserve that. You really, really do deserve that. Don't ever turn your back on alcohol. It's been here for you forever. What's up, Gilga? Honest question, if you go to one of those and you feel like a fish out of water, Oscar gave a good one. Ask a gym goer for a spot. It works well. Okay. So if you show up and you're a fish out of water, you show up to the bar alone, and let's say it's trivia night, and you show up alone. 2 solutions. One, you go to the bartender, you're like, hey, just moved here, or maybe you didn't. Hey, first time here. If you know that like any group is like looking for another person, do you mind just like assigning me there or something? Boom, easy. Or 2, if you're a person alone, you kind of have to indicate very light interest is the wrong word, but you have to indicate openness. I'll give you an example. The other night, there was like these 3 guys sitting on my left, and they kind of weren't engaging with me, and I kind of wasn't engaging with them because, you know, we're doing our own stuff. And then the waitress mixed our plates up. She gave them my plate and me their plate, but she fixed it right away. And the moment she did it, me and the guy looked at each other like, I swear I didn't touch your stuff. And then we started laughing. And then we kind of like kept yapping. And then he's like, oh, what are you drinking, by the way? I'm like, I'm drinking this. What are you guys drinking? And then my girlfriend was coming up. Like, actually, I'm like, my girlfriend had a terrible week. I'm like, guys, I'll give you a round of shots. Let's go. And then we just kind of yapped. I am aware that I'm also an extreme extrovert, but you kind of have to signal to the people around you that you're like open to talking, that you're open to like having a very casual, and the easiest way to do it if you are at a bar or anywhere there is just, oh, by the way, what are you drinking? Is that any good? What did you try on the menu? Oh, have you had any food here? Is it good? that's kind of the easiest way to, I don't know if it's, there's like a word for it, I forget, but you kind of have to show openness. Open the conversation by being like, hey, I'll give you $60 if you drive me and my friend to the restaurant. We can get an Uber. What if you don't like to drink and party? Completely fair. Before this, we talked about run clubs, hiking clubs, walking clubs, biker gangs, Hell's Angels. There's a lot of other events that don't involve alcohol that you can find. Don't forget the Hell's Angels Club. The Hell's Angels need you. What if, okay, you know how like nowadays there's been YouTubers being bought up by like big newspapers and like all that stuff? What if I secretly am getting paid? Wait, what if I started that rumor that I'm actually getting paid off by the Hell's Angels to recruit people into the Hell's Angels? This is great. What could go wrong? What could possibly backfire if I just started a rumor that I'm paid by big Hell's Angels to recruit more people into the Hell's Angels? I think that could be a great story. What do you guys think? The Hell's Angels are pretty mean and they might not think it's funny. Well, they're going to have to find me. Bad idea, but do it for con. Okay, it's either that or we start our own cryptocurrency rug pull coin. Non-fungible token rug pull hawk to a coin. One or the other. You got to pick. I need a retirement plan. One or the other. All right, let's continue.
Have like, you know, one steady office to go to every morning for 5 years, you know, whatever. Like I didn't really get that because I was always bouncing around to different things. So that's why for me, I didn't really have that many work friends. It was mostly people that I knew beforehand or from hobby stuff instead. I was just curious. I'm curious for people that like, you know, have a salaried position in one job where you're in that office for a couple years, you know, like do you end up making a bunch of friends at work or not really? I'm curious how many of you actually end up.
There's a Russian saying, бесплатный сыр только в мышеловке. A free cheese is only inside a mousetrap. Marry rich, blah, 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 blah. The only way that you are safe in life is if you make sure that you make your own money, that you have your own investments, that you have your own stuff that's taken care of, because you never know. There is always a Russian saying, you know? You never know, even if you feel safe. My father, may he rest in hell, he got paralyzed, right? In the prime of his life. I think, I gotta actually think, maybe he was 34, maybe he was 32. Got paralyzed. So suddenly, hey, you know, life changes completely. Things happen. You always gotta make sure you are taking care of yourself. Russian sayings are really, okay, one of my favorite Russian sayings, I'm sorry for bringing it back down to grim. So if ever your nose is itchy, it means that you're going to get beat up. Like if you're going to go walk down the street, somebody is going to jump you and beat you up. If your shirt is inside out, it means that you're going to go outside and you're going to get beat up. And I remember as a young little cockroach, I would ask my parents, I'd say, could it just be that the situation in the ex-Soviet Union is so bad that you'd always get beat up? So now whatever happens, people were like, oh yeah, if your fork falls on the ground, you're gonna get beat up. If this happens, you're gonna get beat up. But realistically, it's because anytime you go outside, people just fight and they're gonna get beat up all the time. So there's two of them. There's a lot of them is you're gonna get beat up or you're gonna get drinking. You're gonna get to drinking. So your nose is itchy, means you're going to be drinking tonight. Something falls, means you're going to be drinking tonight. Something happens, oh, that means you're going to be getting alcohol tonight. All, you know, I could say this because it is my people's culture. So all we do is just drink and fight, apparently. All we do is drink and fight.
doing that versus you're just kind of cordial with them.
Itchy nose means someone is talking about you. Itchy nose also means somebody's talking about you, or sneezing. If you keep sneezing, it's like literally if you keep sneezing, you have to say, stop fucking thinking about me. Why are you obsessed? Stop thinking about me. If you're sneezing or yawning, it means somebody's thinking about you.
So I was friendly with people that I worked with, but again, I would then move on to the next thing quickly. So you don't always stay close if you don't see them all the time.
My nose is
you know,
itchy just
don't really
talking
need
about
super
my
close
itchy
friends
nose.
to be H. Well, I'm gonna be honest. Whenever your friends get a partner, they dump you. So I feel like most people.
Okay, Momos, I know none of us have to worry about this. This is like me having the birds and the bees discussion. I know we don't have to worry about this. But this is also a self-burn, so don't worry. But please, if you do eventually one day fall in love and find a significant other, Momo, don't, obviously you want to focus on your partner. You want to build a life with them. They're your best friend, all that stuff. But don't forget your other best friends as well. Don't forget spending time with your friends. Don't forget doing that kind of stuff with them. Please don't be that one friend that only focuses on their relationship. And then if the relationship falls apart, then, it's you've had a partner for almost 15 years.
Must be nice. Do you kiss them good night? Do they smell delicious? Do you cuddle? Are you big spoon or little spoon? Do you love them? When did you know you love them?
I'm totally dealing with this in a very regular amount, okay? I am totally taking this information fine, okay? I am totally fine. Both of you being medium spoons is like when you kind of like interlock your feet together, Mata, I'm drunk. Stop bragging. I'm trying to catch up. I'll meet you there soon. As Matara Khan once said in the very famous night cover song, just another minute and I'll be there, honey. Secret of night, let's bring it to life now. I feel like both of you being medium spoon is when you kind of like have your legs or your arms interlock, but you're not, one person is not hugging the other, All right, let's continue.
They're just like, they've got a couple friends and they're just like, well, one day I'll get a partner and leave the rest of you. Goodbye.
Yeah, don't do that, please.
And it's not like they want to dump their friends. It's just that you get so caught up in it, right? I see people like really just unable to work on anything else in that moment. It's all they can think about. And I understand it. I say, okay, goodbye.
I give big spoon energy. I like being big spoon. I also like being small spoon. And I also like being medium spoon, where you just kind of annoyingly like intertwingle your bodies together. Like your legs are intertwingled and your arms. Yeah. I'm thinking of a way to describe this that won't get me canceled. Let's say hypothetically, in theory, if I did have an ex-husband or several that I've cannibalized and they are now dead, if I were to have been big spooning them, I would have been really annoying and kind of like acted like they are a little puppy. Head scratches, back scratches, little pinching here and there. I can't help it. Cuteness aggression. I genuinely can't help it. The best, I'm going to say something, and then that's how you know I am very straight, unfortunately. When you tickle a man, and then he kind of tenses, and then like his arm muscles tense, and his like ab muscles tense, you're like, got you. It's the best. It's absolutely the best. Mm-hmm. God, I need a puppy. I have frog feet. According to my mother, I have frog feet. I always have cold feet, and I love putting my feet on my roommate's body all the time. I always put my feet on my mother's body. She hates it. I have cold feet all the time, not just spiritually. So that's why girls love tickling guys. I think it's one of the reasons because guys kind of tense up and then like you have like the muscle, you have like the arm muscles and then you have like the ab muscles and you're like, it's the best. I think that and like also the general like, ooh, so soft. Also, I don't know why men always run so hot, temperature wise. I am always cold, so it's perfect. Probably, eh?
You never, and I don't really get mad at them, but it's just sad because they're just gone. That's just how it is.
8 of my 10 best friends came from Discord / playing
8
video
of your
games.
10 best. You got 10 best friends? Damn. 10 best friends.
Yeah.
2 out of the 10 are my co-workers.
I feel like I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot nowadays, especially this community. A lot of people just being like, "Oh, I'm gonna join the book club," and now who do you talk to weekly? The book club, right? Things like that. One person from the book club is now my best friend. That sort of thing. Oh, you had a friend of 30 years up and ghost you after they got married?
No,
I know,
that wasn't a
I
friend.
know. I
That
had
wasn't a friend.
I get it because they're trying to really like move forward with life, but I think it's healthy to have friends.
Sorry, my view.
I've always had very
Don't
close
interrupt me.
family. So if I wanted to, I could dump every single friend, every single non-blood relative or non-relative friend in general, and still feel like I had a lot of friends.
Imagine that, having such a clan. This is why those Italians, I say this with like genuine, a little bit of envy in my voice. My mother does not have siblings. My father's sibling died before he had children. I have no cousins. I have no aunts. I have no uncles. So I am genuinely sometimes a little bit jealous of my friends who are Italian American or Italian Canadian. And it's like, oh yeah, my 15 cousins, my 14 aunties. I am so envious. I am genuinely so envious. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, saying those damn Italians would make for a great clip. So I have no uncles, I have no aunties, I have no cousins, I have no siblings. I'm dead genuinely a little bit like, "Urgh." And even so, my grandmother had a sister who had a son who died before having kids because unfortunately the 1900s was a rough time in the Soviet Union. So a lot of people, yeah. So it's very, very normal for a lot of men just kind of never, they just, It's very unfortunate, unfortunately. And I'm saying it very like nonchalantly, but it was a genuine big thing. So even if at a certain time, like my grandma had a sister who had a son, but then a lot of people I think like probably my parents' age got not alived. Your dad has 2 brothers and your mom has 6 siblings. Oof. I like that. Join Mata's Discord and make friends with other momos, or else. Sorry, I don't mean to be depressing.
It's because I have a big
I just am.
family that, does like to hang out. But I think it's important to be around people that, are very, very, very different from you. Then again, my family's usually, a lot of them are very different
not
from me. But
depressing.
still,
Okay, I can be more
I think
depressing.
the
Nice.
I don't want to say the word diversity, but you know what I mean. Lots of different people from different walks of life, different areas, all that kind of stuff. I think it's important for
like
me to stay
reacting
sane.
to you guys. You're so smart.
Right? And I don't really want to narrow my scope of people, if that makes sense. Your longest friend you literally met in a game called Active Worlds like 30 years ago. Holy. I do have one friend that I've been friends with since the 6th grade, who I still actively talk to a lot. And I have a few from maybe early college. They weren't from my college, but they
I
were
have a
from
few
that
friends
time
from
that I'm friends
elementary.
with.
We
But I
don't
only really
talk as often
talked
as I
to
wish we
2
did.
of them. I've got 3 very long-term friends that I talk to. And then others that I could
I think we're more so like friends of convenience is the wrong word, But if I needed to get out of jail, I wouldn't call them. I wouldn't call them to get out of jail.
Contact occasionally, wouldn't be weird, but I don't like actively do anything with them, But outside of that, yeah, they're the only ones that I actually like reach out to hang out with. I just hang out with family. I got 1,000 cousins.
You guys remember when GEEGA said she had like a very attractive cousin that was really smart? And then I kind of started a joke and I was like, hey, GEEGA, you should ask if he liked Ukrainian women. You should introduce me. And then she was like, haha, oh my God, yeah, that would be so silly. And then she like forgot about it. What if I reminded her about it? What if I reminded her about it? Hey, are you forgetting or are you pretending to forget because you don't want me to marry into your family? That's the thing. I actually did remind her. So I'm sure if I remind her again, right? She didn't forget. Please, could you mention it tomorrow? Wait, this is perfect. Oh my God, the geegoids. Could you guys mention it? I'd love it if you mentioned it. I'd love it if you mentioned it for me. I'd love it if you mentioned it for me tomorrow. She'd be like, hey, we were with Auntie Matara, and Matara, she remembered that she just also, okay, just in case, we need a good alibi. So the alibi is I brought it up and I forgot that I reminded her about it. I'll even make it a donation message. She didn't forget. What did she say about it? Was she like, yeah, so Matara reminded me about that. That's not happening. Or was she like, Matara reminded me about it. I'd love for her to marry into my family. Maybe we could be taller. Think about it. My Amazonian genetics, they'd be tall as heck. GEEGA, don't you want your future like cousins to not be 4'11"? I don't think she minds or cares. But yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's a great idea, everybody. Can you remind her tomorrow? Can you remind her next time she's live? I think that could be fun. We definitely, I think that could be really fun. Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be the React meta, as the children say it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, just remind her. Just casually be like, she didn't forget. It's because GEEGA was really overselling this young man, I gotta see if he's delicious. She already has a guest room set up for me where I pay rent. What's getting married into the family, It's a small step. I would make the joke to her, but no, don't worry. Detective's already taken the... Detective, what if tomorrow you come back and you're like, Matara, I got banned. Matara, she banned me. She banned me, Matara. Oh, that's funny.
I have 1,000 cousins, and some of them I don't f with, but most of them I really, really like, genuinely. So most
maybe some of them I could.
of them I can just call up any day, call up. There's always someone in my family I could call.
You're deaf throwing me under. Can you just prepare me? How are you going to throw me under the bus? Just so I know. Are you going to be like, Matara made me do it? Don't do that. Be like, oh, Matara threatened me that if I didn't do it, she was going to kidnap me or something.
Like, if I was just sitting here and I was like, I'm lonely, I could just call a family member and go, let me come over. And they would go, oh my God, yeah. And I could just do that. So I don't know. I feel like in these times, online friends, because you have that kind of access to them. You know what I mean? Even if you're not going out to hang out, Discord gives you that, right? You can just hop in a VC. I think that's goated. Either having nearby family that you can hang out with if you like them. big if, or having like friends on Discord. Those are the two best things for like social interaction, right? Because it's you can do that casually in between everything else. You know, could do that in Discord. I wish I had that with my family. I am, as someone who's very close with their family, I am of the mindset that it's all kind of the same. People like to put a really cool label on family, like it's some mystical, magical, special.
As somebody who became close to her family in her much more adult years, I think it depends on your family. I think, unfortunately, some families, some people you just won't get along with, and sometimes those people are your family. And it sucks. And it's like, I think getting along with your family is a luck-based thing. I think you need to have parents that you get along with, that you like to spend time with, that are maybe mature enough to treat you better or kind or good enough, and vice versa. And unfortunately, sometimes it's just you got the bad dice roll. And even if you do your best to be mature and you do your best to be kind, so it's you got bad energy. I'm sorry to hear that, I'm Xing. But genuinely, if you are not friends with your parents as you get older, it's not only on you, it's also on them. And you don't have to be. Yes, it is very cool, this mystical, magical image of like, ooh, I'm friends with my parents. But even as somebody who is friends with their parents, sometimes you roll a nat one on the conversation. That has happened to me before, where you roll a nat one in the conversation, and then it's just, you're kind of like back in your teenage years and they're both yelling at you and you're like, what did I do? I am a grown adult. I pay your guys' bills. Why are you yelling at me? So it's, I know it sounds lovely and great, but please don't feel bad if you're not friends with your family. Genuinely, it's sometimes it's just unlucky. Like maybe one of your family members has something. Maybe they're jealous. That's another thing. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe you're the black sheep. Maybe them seeing you be successful makes them resent you, as opposed to like them wanting to support you. Maybe they enjoy bringing down your partner if you have one, or your kids, because like they feel better about themselves. It's please don't feel like you have to be friends with your parents. But if you are able to try and make that connection, it could be nice. Just don't force yourself to do it just because of this like mystical, ooh, friends with my parents, you know?
Thing. But I think if you simply spend a lot of time with people and let them know a lot about you, they are almost
they may be related to you, but if they're not great people, you shouldn't put up with it. Yeah. And I think when I was much younger, I cut people off a lot more aggressively. Where like if you did one or two things that I didn't like, I was like, I don't want anything to do with this person. As I'm older, I can kind of recognize people's flaws. For example, I'm going to use my mother as an example. Sorry, darling. She sometimes gets very mean, very snappy. She'll make really rude comments about my appearance, my weight, what I'm eating, what I'm doing, in a way that I would never tolerate from a friend. Unfortunately, when we have argued, when I was growing up, I have often said, like, I would not choose to have you in my life as a friend, right? So, but that is also her trauma, right? Like, she's never gone to therapy. She doesn't believe in therapy, of course. But I know that despite those parts of her, I also can genuinely feel that she is not envious of me, that she loves me, that she wants my success. And if I came to her with a genuine problem and said, hey, I need your help. I am in jail. It's 2 a.m. I am in, I don't know, Fiji. She will move the world to make sure I am good. And that to me is worth a lot. Even though sometimes I have to be like, hey, like very often I have to be like, hey, just a reminder, you can't talk to me that way. Like very often if my mother is going through a hard moment, I have to be like, hey, you can't talk to me that way. Hey, just letting you know, it's really rude when you say it that way. Please don't talk to me that way. And like, so I think sometimes when it comes to your friends or your relatives, it's what is the good and what is the bad, and how much of the bad can you genuinely understand of like, well, different upbringing, different different growth, different trauma. Sometimes it's stuff that you can kind of understand. Fuwa, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Raiders, sorry for the burp. I'm having pickle beer, and we're reacting to my beautiful GEEGA. We're kind of like having some talks today. Some yaps today. We're yapping, we're hanging out, we're talking about family. We're kind of drinking and having some real talk. So if you love that kind of stuff, come hang out with us. How was your stream today? Did you have a good one? Can we trauma dump on the Raiders? Maybe we can trauma dump on the Raiders. But I think it's okay. I think as you grow up, you kind of realize that everybody has a lot of flaws, and just some people's flaws mix with you a lot better, and other people's flaws are flaws that maybe are unacceptable to you. And it's just kind of digging through that and thinking, okay, well, what am I okay with and what am I not okay with? But if you think that you're going to find people that have no flaws, impossible. Everyone's going to have flaws. Everyone's going to have a lot of their stuff. There are days when even your favorite, most mature friend is going to be edgy and groggy and mean and hungry and snappy and whichever. You learn your parents are just people and sometimes they're just not compatible. Exactly. And that's something I'd love to learn, if I'm compatible with GEEGA's cousin or not. You know?
It's just how you treat them at that point. If
What's
you
up,
treat them like
salesman?
family or not.
Yeah,
I have
me
some
too.
really close friends who are no different to me than my family members because I'm so involved in their life and they're so involved in mine. We know things about each other. We've known each other for a long time. Maybe they haven't known me as long as my family members who knew me since I was born, obviously, but they know a lot of that information because I've just talked to them about it. So to me, I feel like they're in the same bucket as family. Would I literally call them my family members? No, but everything about how I treat them is the same. Right? If those friends went and like had kids, I'd be like an aunt to those kids, because it's just that same kind of, there's a slot, right? Yeah, exactly.
Would she be an aunt to the kids that I would have with her cousin? Is the question. Would she love them even if they were very tall? I have to put this in the universe. I have to put this into the universe. All right, everybody, you have to annoy GEEGA about this. I can't believe she forgot. I can't believe she forgot that she was supposed to set me up with her cousin. GEEGA! 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 She forgot. No, Matara, she didn't. In fact, she actually fully remembered. No, she remembered. Thought I would forget, but I remember. No, she absolutely remembers. She remembered. I get it. It's a racism thing. It's because I'm Ukrainian. That's the narrative.
Like there's like a slot that they slot into and there you go, right? So I think it's nice to have that stuff with family, but if you don't have that kind of close relationship with a lot of family members and you don't have them nearby, doesn't mean you can't get that experience in life. You absolutely can. Yeah, so I'm just lamenting that none of my blood relatives are that close. It's nice, but a lot of the niceness beyond just them being like very close friends is mysticism in a way, right? It's at most you share some genetic material, but that doesn't mean anything really. I think
genetic material. Moving on. Pug, thank you for the 7 months.
a lot of media makes you think it means something, and I hate when media is like, I want to find my real dad, and some kid who was adopted is like, I need to find my real dad, and I'm like, your real dad's the one that raised you, and he's right there, and you just ran away from him. You know what I mean? I hate when media does
Momos, if you grew up watching my stream, I am your real dad, okay?
that stuff, because I'm like, you're just giving people compliments.
Matara, don't be absurd. We would never discriminate against you for being Ukrainian. It's for being French Canadian. In your defense, even French Canadians discriminate against other French Canadians. So I absolutely don't blame you. I think out of everything, yes. Can we call me daddy? Yeah, you can. I guess I'll be wait, batya I think is like a Ukrainian word for father. I don't think it's so. Mat is mother. Отец is father. Отец Tarakan. So instead of being Matarakan, instead of being Mat Tarakan, I'd be Otец Tarakan. Отец Tarakan. Or Papa Tarakan. But like that's a little bit more like ugh. Papa Tarakan. Patarakan. Wait, Patarakan. What are we doing? Patarakan. Patarakan. Matarakan. Patarakan. Or Kantaraman, you know? Patarakan. Patarakan. Wait, Patarakan is actually kind of perfect. I love it. I love it. Patarakan.
Flexes they don't need to have. Right. They don't need to feel bad about any of that, you know? Yeah, exactly. So like your friends can be just as good and better. Exactly, Nick. Like your friends can be your family and you don't even have to call it found family. You just say this person is closer to me than any brother. It's just a slider, closeness slider. How much you care about them slider, right?
I want to be closer.
Right? There's no like specific mold to fit into or anything. No. You know? So I have some
I can hear her playing with a can.
friends that are super close. I have some family that's super close. I have some.
GEEGA, this has been lovely. All this because she made a clickbait video saying, what's her effing problem that I fell for? And I was like, wait, what did I do? Why do GEEGA and I have beef now? What happened? All of this because I thought GEEGA and I had beef. By the way, we don't have beef. Other than the fact that she never introduced me to her cousin. I have to say, one of my favorite things about GEEGA, even though she is a very small person, she walks really fast. Like, GEEGA walks like she has somewhere to be. Mint, I love you. You're my angel. You're my baby girl. And I love talking smack about you. Mint, I try to walk slow for Mint. And she's like, Madara, my legs hurt. Madara. She's always like kind of lacking behind, even when I walk slow. Even when I walk slow, Mint is like, Madara. But GEEGA, I genuinely don't walk, I don't walk that much slower. I actually feel like I kind of walk pretty fast. And GEEGA keeps up to the point where I'm always like, wait a second. I don't know how to explain it. GEEGA walks like a 6'1" man who's late. GEEGA walks like a 6'1" finance bro going somewhere. Like that, I'm shocked all the time. I'm like, wait a second. Not only is she keeping up with me, but like I'm not actually walking super slow. Jiteva, thank you for the 24 months. Thank you. Maybe it's a New York thing. You're right. Maybe it's a East Coast thing of like, oh, sorry, too close. Too close. She just walks like she's going places. You know, she's going places. She's making things happen. GEEGA walks like she's about to teach someone a lesson. She's about to teach you a fucking lesson when you ask her about setting me up with her cousin. Oh, she's about to teach you a fucking lesson on stream tomorrow. Raid! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Hi, I am Matara Khan of Independent and Resilient of Matara Khan Industries Double D's Triple Threats. What threats are those? Fuck around and find out. We're having some pickle beers and we're kind of hanging out. We're yapping. We're having a good night, a good day. We're trying to get people to make friends in the Discord. So if you wanted to join up our Discord, also buy the merch. Wait, sorry, I don't have any merch for sale. Don't buy the merch. Don't buy the merch. I have nothing to sell to you. Don't buy anything. If there's anything Matara, it's not me selling. It's fake. Don't buy it. It's the New Yorker. 2 speeds. Move faster. Get out of the way. I love Mint. I am always so surprised that Mint, despite being such a like speed girl, walks so slow. pickle beer. Don't knock it till you try it. It's delicious.
Speaking of knocking it till we try it, I have to pee. I'm gonna be right back, okay?
Also, yeah, if you want to use code MATA on the Gamer Subs. Unfortunately, the cup is no longer available, but you can still check out some Gamer Sub stuff using code MATA. And of course, the good, fun, exciting, cheeky stuff. I think our poster is already sold out, right? I forgot to check. But yeah, code MATA. Buy the merch, buy the merch. You must buy the merch, buy the merch. You must buy the merch.
Be right back. My fellow momos.
Amelie's new G-Sub flavor is so good. Ah, I love Amelie. I've talked about her ad nauseum. She's so beautiful. I love her so much. Did you guys know that she voices in a place further than the universe? I love her so much. She's so beautiful. Give me a moment. The sun is finally going down, so I can open my blinds. I think I'm gonna have to buy a merch again. No! Gerwal, please send a message to Gamer Subs. They're usually very, very good with that kind of stuff.
I'm so sorry. All right, one. Can you hear me opening the blinds, by the way?
Can you hear those? For some reason, y'all can hear it when there's police cars. But then again, I live in, the general Los Angeles area, which is what Grand Theft Auto is about. Have I seen that Henya has started singing? No, I haven't. Also, that's the second time you bring up Henya singing. Focus on me. I'm gonna get jealous. Focus on me. What about Matara? What have you been singing? Matara, what are your announcements? Matara, where can I buy the merch, buy the merch, buy the merch? Jeez. Am I a bug VTuber? Depends how you see it. Do you think space cockroaches from outer space that are cannibalistic and evil are bugs? If so, then I'm a bug VTuber. Also, what if I told you I live with the primordial bug VTuber? the one bug VTuber who birthed all bug VTubers, Juniper Actius. Does that also count? Because I live with a bug girl. So I don't know if that also adds a little bit to my bug cred. Cracking another pickle beer? Maybe. Maybe. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. I have to learn a song tonight, so I'm just going to be on the treadmill downstairs re-listening to a song 40 times. Keith Lee, thank you for the tier 3, my sweet angel. I also get bug cred for smacking her butt. Yeah, she's so beautiful. Sometimes, I don't think she minds, but the other day, she was like, hey, you know, while you've been gone in our area, she's like, I got like catcalled and like, you know, sometimes like people can be really, really weird. And I was like, baby, it's because you're so beautiful. And, you know, in hindsight, maybe that wasn't exactly like, I could have probably been a little bit more attentive to her emotional needs. It got worse though. I was like, yeah, so I I was trying to gas her up, but like yeah, I don't think that was maybe not the best time to remind her. Yeah. My bug girl. Did you roll on the one on the speech check? Something like that. Something like that. Oh my god. What's up, Dusk? Yeah, it was maybe not the best time to tell her that time. Oh, my sweet bug. My sweet bug. If I was Junie's age and looked like Junie and had her introverted Riz while having my like evil Machiavellian world domineering qualities, I'd ruin the world, you know? I don't know. This is why it's not given to me, you know? Sometimes I'll have a serious conversation with her when we're drinking a little bit, and then she'll kind of like look at me, she'll smile, and she has a little bit of canine teeth. It's really pretty. And then she'll wink, and I'm like, wait a second. Are you kind of drunk? Or like I don't are you trying to like, what is this reaction? Like, we're having a serious comment. What do you mean? She'll be like, like, she'll kind of wink. I'm like, what? I'm confused. But also, it was so effective. It was so effective. Do I need to start doing that more? Do I need to just start randomly winking at people with like my little canine smile? It worked. It worked like a charm. And then later the next day, she's like, oh, I'm so hungover. I'm like, oh, you don't remember. You don't remember the winking. She honestly has like scary alien from outer space inside beautiful woman's body trying to like infiltrate society. You already wink at people. No, I squint at people because I have resting bitch face. Also, I've talked about it before. I don't know if it's like a Ukrainian thing or maybe potentially a TISM thing or whatever it is. But if I'm having a serious conversation with somebody, I have to squint my eyes because then I can focus better on what they're saying. I can hear better. What's up, Jewel? How have you been, Angel? I can hear them better if I squint my eyes, but then it makes me look so serious. It actually makes me look like I'm really, really upset. Oh, yeah. I mean, don't make me register. It definitely, I mean, it works for me. It works for me. The resting bitch face has done wonders for me. Unfortunately, so on the upside, men and women love it. On the downside, people think I'm a bitch. I can have the most like normal, regular conversation with somebody, And you know, okay, I want to talk about this. In this post Google document world, I've had a few times where like I've had friends being like, "Hey, I heard you like talk to this person at the party and like you made them feel really awkward or you did this." And I was like, "Wait, what?" We had such a pleasant conversation. It was so normal. I had my face on. My face, that's my face. I just didn't smile. I didn't kind of mask and perform. Oh shit. Especially with like how awkward and shy and sweet a lot of VTubers are. I'm taller than them. I'm extroverted. And then if I'm suddenly kind of like what looks like glaring, right? I'm glaring at you and I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, agree to disagree. I don't think so. Oh boy. So I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely had a few close calls where I was like, no, I don't hate you. I'm so sorry that it felt this way. I was just really, really focused on the conversation. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's definitely had a few times where I was like, uh-oh, I'm in danger. I'm in trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tall woman towering over me. I squint when I'm focused. The best ones, we stopped smiling and both gave resting bitch face. Those are the best. I have a very serious voice and I've had people tell me they thought I hated them. I think, yeah, because I'm very genuinely very emotive and dramatic. When something is serious, I actually want to show the person that I care and I'm serious. Okay, wait. I kind of want to watch this video. It's called New Concept, Offline Friendship. What do you mean by offline friendship? What do you mean by that? Matara, stop burping. It smells like beer. That is probably the only thing about beers that I'm like, ugh, beers. And that then I have beer burps. Everyone, Matara is so intimidating. Actual Matara, I'm just a little guy. I really am. I don't know why. As I said on the Grand Theft Mata story, if a tall Ukrainian extrovert woman approaches, a lot of people get intimidated. Yeah, I think so. Claymore, thank you for the tier 3. Thank you for spending your hard-earned money in my stream. I told you I'm going to be spending your money on beautiful goth women this Saturday. One goth woman. Goth adjacent. So there's this thing lately with like, goth was a very different thing in the 80s and the 90s. Nowadays, in LA especially, I feel like everybody's kind of like, everyone's got tattoos, everyone's got chains, everyone's wearing black. So everyone's sort of like goth-y girl boy adjacent, sort of. So it's not like, you know, it's a little bit different. But yes, I will be spending your money on a beautiful woman. In the most straight way possible.
You should write your personality based on what others think of you to be more accurate. In that case, who would you ask to write your personality section? Any friend, I don't know. You know what? I would ask Noro.
Is it even alternative fashion if everybody's alternative? Ooh.
I talk to Noro a lot. We just don't like stream stuff together, so I think people wouldn't think that that's the one. But I think Noro knows me very well, so I would ask her. She's pretty cool and pays me money. Noro would say that. I do be Commissioner Noro, and I don't go, hey, we're friends. Can I get a discount? I don't do that. If you don't stream with someone, you aren't friends anymore. Yeah, dude. Oh my God. I won't say who, but there was a...
I won't say who. Some of you guys are so funny. I have this problem with some people that I'm very close to that are very busy. I don't stream a lot with Mint because she's stinky and but then I stream with Mint for like 7 hours. It's nonstop giggling. Like, I think if you watch my collab with Mint, you can tell there's like a deep friendship there. You can tell we have a ton of inside jokes. We play off each other amazingly. It's just, guys, we worked a whole ass job together. Like, she's doing idol stuff. I'm doing other stuff. We don't always stream at the same time. We also do different games and different things. Like but it's always really silly to me when people are like, oh, and I get it, by the way. Like, I get it. I think when you're a part of this world, oh my God, there's a helicopter. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay, what was I talking about? It was far. It was far. It's so loud you can't hear it. It was far. Okay. I always do think it's funny because sometimes I'm gonna tell you all something really, really crazy about streaming. Sometimes the people that you collab with the most, don't get me wrong. Yes, you kind of mesh together and it's fine. But usually, sometimes the people that you stream the most with, it's just that your schedules align. It's just that if you stream between 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. and you love Mario Party and Ray streams between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. and he loves Mario Party, boom. So very, very often the people that you collab with the most, sometimes it's just people that you mesh the most with schedule-wise. Number two, and get ready for this, as streaming and content becomes bigger, sometimes you got to treat it like a real job, right? So if your friend only reads visual novels and you only play Apex Legendary, there's not that much room for collaboration. Doesn't mean you're not friends. It's just that from a business perspective, it doesn't always make sense. Just like certain brands online won't always partner up together. It just doesn't make sense sometimes. Another thing so you hate them, exactly. Another thing for me personally, the people that I talk to the most, I actually don't end up collabing with them that much for some reason. Because it feels like I talk to them all the time anyway. It's weird. I mean, look at this. How often do I collab with Junie, right? How often do I go drinking with Junie? We went drinking the other night. We went eat, like, you know? Even at conventions sometimes, like, if we go to, like, for example, Gamer Subs dinner, sometimes they'll try to seat Junie and I together. And we're both like, hey, no offense, we live together. I don't want to sit with this bitch. And people are like, wait, what do you mean you don't want to sit with Juniper? It happened. So there was a party, I think on like Thursday night at WeepCon in Dallas. And Junie came up, I gave her a hug, and then I kept talking. And my friend later, she was like, are you and Junie okay? I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, like she came in, you gave her a hug, and then she left. And I was like, we literally we live together. We're going for brunch tomorrow. It's just, we live together. We're not going to use each other as a crutch for parties because if we need to, we will. I wish you'd do things with Junie more often. I mean, for that lustful, I'd have to start streaming again more often, right? Which I am planning to. But also, like, Junie and I hang out very often. We live together. Why Matara won't stream? I do wish you'd stream more often. Lucky for you, that is going to be coming back up. I am going to be starting to stream more often because I'm kind of done with a lot of my recordings and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So 12 hours stream every day, something like that. But yeah, that's always, I get it, by the way. I understand it. And I want to be very mindful. I'm not complaining about the state of things. So when the Vishojo situation was happening, my roommates in Canada had found videos of people talking about the Vishojo situation because they were also curious what people, because NDA or not, I told my mother what was going on. If any lawyer is listening, I would never break NDA and tell my mother things, but allegedly, I may have told my mother my side of the story. Anyway, So she was very curious about how people would perceive the situation after Mouse came out with her part of the story. No, not the story, the stuff. And because of that, she actually got given a lot of videos from this one liver called Nina Kosaka from Niji Sanji and these other people from other places. And we had a conversation where she was like, oh, it feels so strange to have so many people in your business that way. And she was kind of like, oh, is that a thing that bothers you about this job? It would bother me. I can't imagine. And I was like, no, but you can't have one without the other, right? Like, I can't ask people to care about me in the positive without also people caring about the other stuff. And I feel like too often, maybe in content or on Twitter or everything, people only want the good, right? Like at the end of the day, for example, a lot of those news channels, they also talked about our debuts. They talked about our merch. They talked about, they created an atmosphere where people cared to come in and learn about stuff and then maybe look into us. And that has benefited me and my channel and many similar channels in that way. And people can try to be like, no, it never benefited me. I disagree there. And, you know, we can agree to disagree. But I think too often people only want the good without kind of understanding that it's like, well, you got to take the bad with the good, right? Yes, it can be a little bit silly and annoying if somebody is like, oh my God, I can't believe Matara hasn't tweeted at this person in 3 days, da 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 da. But also, whatever. Like it's because they care that like it creates this atmosphere of people joining streams and caring and talking about it and like being a part of the community, right? So, yeah. Streaming merges personal with business relationship. That's another thing about streaming that sometimes we forget. Tori, she's streaming BioShock. How many of you have sometimes not liked a coworker? You know? It doesn't even have to be anything serious. Just like you interrupt at meetings or you don't do your share of the work. Blah, 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 blah. But for some reason, when it comes, so you do hate, but when it comes to like VTuber stuff, it's like, I can't believe you and this person don't do stuff. Imagine working with 30 other people. There's gonna be 1 or 2 people that rub you. And by the way, they don't even have to do anything bad. Can we also just stop for a moment? Maybe sometimes you dislike somebody and it's not even that serious. Maybe they remind you of your father, brother, ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-girlfriend, cat, dog, whoever. 30 introverts nightmare. Yeah, imagine looking at some of these corpos gents, how many people join every time. Maybe they're your ex. Don't date. Don't date in this industry. Don't do it. But yeah, it's one of those things where I feel I get it. It's just normal that like if you're around so many people that sometimes, or maybe something even like maybe you meet somebody and you're in a bad place and then you're like, oh, you've never hated anyone? You haven't met me yet. Meet me and then you're really gonna hate me. Must be nice. I can't imagine not hating anybody. I'm kidding. I'm a lover. I'm a lover and a cannibal, not a hater. But yeah, it was definitely something where what could possibly go wrong if you date another streamer? Oh my God. I'm going to use your name in vain because I do know this person in the real world and she is very sweet. And I actually reconnected with her at TwitchCon and she is great. When I was a baby streamer, there was a great streamer by the name of Lol Renee. You guys need to understand, she was averaging like 500 viewers at the time, which for a woman was crazy. We're talking like 12 years ago. She was averaging 500 viewers, sometimes 1,000, carried, you know, like if you were a female streamer, there was Hafu and her, and you were like, holy cow, amazing, incredible. And and again, this is all public information. So Renee, I'm so sorry if you see this clip. I love you. And she was dating another creator at the time. Very unfortunate name, Gassy Mexican, but those were the names back in the day. I think they dated, I don't know, maybe 5 years, whatever. Years later, they both were in completely different relationships. Completely, like, they were, they dated, then they broke up, and then, amicable, not amicable, I don't know them enough. But I would still see in both his and her channels people being like, hey, how come you and Gassy don't collab anymore? Hey, when's the last time you were going to collab with Renee? Do you hate Renee? It just, people never let things go. Ever. They both were like into new relationship, moved on. They both were like 3 other relationships moved on. And people still kept being like, wow, what about you two? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, damn, you didn't know? Don't, really? But yeah, it's, that's so funny. Which is completely fair, Shazams, by the way. Like, people don't need to be completely aware of everyone's relationship. But, to kind of see it from the other side, imagine you as a streamer going live every day and somebody's like, oh, hey, what about this ex person that you... Sometimes it's not that deep. Sometimes, another thing about friendship, I don't know if anybody can relate to this. Let's say you go into the 6th grade. And you get assigned to a class and you're friends with these people and you love them and they're fantastic people and you spend every day with them because you have the same AP math, AP science, whatever. And then you go into the 7th grade or maybe you change schools. You still like those people, but now you're around other people every day and you spend time with them. So then people coming back are going, oh, do you hate your friends from 6th grade? You're like, no, I don't hate them. It's just they're busy with their new friends. I'm busy with my new friends. Yeah, we have a great friendship, but it's not like... They're busy. I'm busy. So yeah. Waking up from my 12-year coma. Oh boy, I hope Gassy Mexican's relationship is still going strong. Something like that. Sometimes like it really isn't that serious. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it really is. I don't know. I guess you'll never know. XOXO Gossip Girl. All right, let's watch this video.
Friend that I mentioned the other day. I was like, oh yeah. So, well, I say the other day, it was a while back. I was like, oh, so-and-so is doing this event. A couple people had typed and were like, oh, you're friends with them? Oh, you're still friends with them? Oh, you talk? And I was like, because in my mind, yeah, I'm friends with this person and we talk a lot. But I was like, oh yeah, we haven't streamed together. So people actually truly...
It's because you do talk in private. Okay, for example, what if I told you guys that I talk to Lime maybe every 3-4 days? We don't talk about anything super serious, but we kind of catch up with each other of like, oh my God, I bought this new shirt. Oh my God, show me your new hair color. Oh wow, how have you been? How's the doggos? Every 3 or so days. But if you look at my streaming content or her streaming content, you don't talk to your wife every day. Okay, I talk to a wife every day. I just got like 7 of them. I'm married to her and other women, so like, of course we talk. Also, my wives like it when I ignore them a little bit, My wives like it when I play a little hard to get. Yeah, I have my Monday wife, my Tuesday wife, my Wednesday wife. I have a different wife for every day. I don't know, maybe a husband in there. Who knows? No, for now it's only just wives.
Their brain, like, if they see 2 people not stream together for a year, they're like, oh, I guess they forgot about each other. Yep. like we can't DM each other. It was just funny. There are people I just sit around and play games with. I just play games with, and I never stream with them, almost never. But we just sit there and play games. The other day, who'd I play with? I was playing Arc Raiders a while back. Guess who? Nocturnal. You remember Nocturnal? You would see him on a lot of VTuber streams, especially when they were all on their Apex arcs because he's a pro Apex player. But I don't bring him onto the stream or anything, just usually because we're not playing the same games, right? But we sat around and we talked and we played games and we had a great time. We had a few friends with us. And it's someone where if I mention them on stream, people would be like, you're friends with them? Even though I'm like, yeah, we play all the time. Or like IPNs and
you guys should ask if Matara is friends with her cousin.
Other one like that too. But yeah, it's just like it's a lot of object permanence.
You're the best.
All right. It's normal and cool to hang out with friends without monetizing it. Yeah.
I'm sorry, But starting a sentence with "it's normal and cool." It is totally normal and cool to give Matara Khan 5 gifted subs right now. It is totally normal and cool to... It is so normal and so cool to buy the merch. Buy the merch. You must buy the merch. Lelouch Vie Lamperouge. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted smokes. Thank you for the 5 gifts. See? Is the cousin in your age bracket? Yeah, I think he's like 38, so a little young for me, but it's fine. I can fly. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you. See, it is totally normal and totally cool to give Matara Khan 5 gifted subs, even if she doesn't ask for them. Even if she doesn't stop you in your car, pull out a gun, and say, hey, drive me and my friend, or else we're going to shoot you. You know? It's totally normal. It's totally cool. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's totally normal. It's totally cool. Yeah. We need to take a shot. First of all, my name is not Mara. It's Mata. I think you're cut off, friend. I think you've been taking shots. Jerwell, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. It's totally cool. It's totally normal. By the way. It's totally cool. It's totally normal. It's fine, Stoic. But no more shots. Am I cool now? You're totally normal and you're totally cool. Aurea, do not take shots in your car. It's totally cool and totally... It's so funny, isn't it?
Cool to hang out with friends with... It's a lot of object permanence, right? It's normal and cool to hang out.
It's normal and cool to hang out with friends without monetizing it. It's normal and cool to give Matara Khan 5 gifted subs. Lustful, I don't think I'm going to react to the newest Bricky Warhammer video, but we'll see. Maybe once we're less busy. I started a silly, funny little rumor at WeepCon because I went up to see his booth, and the one time I went up, he wasn't there. So I was like, he's avoiding me. He wasn't. He like left for a meeting or something. But I was like, guys, I came to congratulate him. Where did he go? So yeah. And again, it's one of those things where like, I think people can grow apart because stuff changes, life changes, and he's kind of, you know, he's company maxing. He's company maxing. He's doing all this stuff, and I'm singing, dancing, maxing. Bobcat, thank you for the gifted. You know what's really, really funny? I'm gonna use both Bricky and Kryken as an example for this. Before I moved to LA, I hung out with both Bricky and Kryken significantly more. I don't think I've hung out with Bricky a single time since I moved to LA. I've hung out with Kryken maybe twice or thrice. But before, when I'd visit, I would see them quite often. Same thing with Octo. I have not seen, I think I saw Octopimp once, and that's because he was driving Junie somewhere. He was like, oh, we're going there. I'm going to give you a lift. I saw Octopimp once because he was lifting Junie somewhere. Genuinely. It's crazy. Like, since I moved, I haven't seen some friends that I used to see so much more often when I would just visit. I think I saw Numi like 3 times since I moved. 3 times that's not like convention adjacent and not concert adjacent. I think we went out with Numi. One time we went for drinks, one time we went for massages, and then one time when Michi was here, I saw Numi. So like, it's crazy, right? Because you're like, wait, but it's just LA. LA is so far and everyone's so busy. Strange Love, thank you for the 5 gifted. It's normal and cool to give Matara Khan your gifted subs. Other than Junie, do you see anyone anymore? In LA, okay, so in LA, I've actually reconnected with a lot of my content creator friends from like 12 plus years ago that typically now work at either like Riot Games or TSM or these like other companies or FlyQuest, etc. They're not content creators. But otherwise, I kind of hang out with my roommate a lot. And I do have friends that come visit. And also, genuinely, I mean, I just kind of meet people. I'm an extrovert. Like, I always kind of just talk to random people and meet people. Oh, stoic. I love it. What mouse pad do you have? Is it the evil Matara? Exactly, Eternal. When your friend comes out of town, you're like, okay, I need to see my friend from out of town. But when a person lives there, you don't. It was the same thing, by the way. When I lived in Santa Monica like 14 plus years ago, before I moved to the beach, I would go to the beach all the time. Then when I lived in Santa Monica, I only ever went to the beach when my friends visited. I don't know why. I think that's another one too, AJ. Because I work from home, it's also like I talk a lot at my job. So after my job, I don't always want to talk to people. And I think it's just nice. Like the amount of times that Junie and I will just go for dinner and then we'll both be on our phones and it's so chill, you know? You don't understand why people move to Cali? The weather. The weather. Oh my God. So when I was back in Canada, I was talking to a lot of people about my visa process. And a lot of my Canadians are like, hey, why are you doing this? Like the US is so scary. I wouldn't go there even if you paid me, blah, blah, blah. And then I land here and I go outside and it's so good. You guys, the weather is good here all of the time. It's, you know, obviously I want to be mindful that I don't get taken out of context. If you do have depression, if there is something in your brain that makes you upset, I get it. And I'm not trying to minimize it. But holy freaking shit, is it hard for me to feel sad some days when I feel sad and then I go on my balcony and I'm like, wow, I suddenly feel a lot less sad. If I'm feeling bad and then I go for a run and I'm like, ooh, it's hard to feel bad with some of this weather. I'm not gonna lie. And even the days when it's hot, it's so good. Boop. Dan, thank you for the bits. It is totally normal and cool to give bits to Matarkon, by the way. It is totally normal and cool to give subs to Matarkon, so thank you.
With friends without monetizing it? Yeah, I think I can't build real friendships with people on stream like the same way I can if I just spend a little time off stream with them. I think you can build up.
I had this conversation with Miki. So something a lot of you might not know. From the past company, I'd say like Miki and Mint are probably my closest friends that have transcended content into like becoming real life friends. But with like, you know, Mint has been a little bit busier lately and I've been a little bit busier, but I've kind of like gotten back into the habit of talking a lot about life stuff with Miki. And something you might not know because I never collab with Miki. And I actually pitched Miki to do a podcast with me. And I said like, hey, my pitch was simple. You're the funniest person I know. You're funny all the time without trying. We have such a great friendship. Let's do a podcast together. And it just kind of comes back to we have a really real friendship outside of the stream and numbers and all that stuff. And would there be a chance that that friendship gets compromised? Because now we work together and now it's like, hey, you're late to this podcast. Hey, you didn't do your work. Hey, na. So I am also in this weird point, and I've talked about this with GEEGA before too, of like, sometimes when I do become really good friends with people, I am in this weird place where it almost feels scary to work with them together. Because what if we ruin that? Whereas people that I'm maybe like kind of less close with, it can kind of work better. I don't know. Yeah, Fuzuki Miki. She's a newly debuted VTuber that just kind of came back from space. Yeah. She's the president. El Presidente. She's so funny. Like, but yeah, it's kind of become a thing too where there are things that I like to keep as sacred. And as amazing as it is to monetize your friendships, right? Sometimes I'm like, oh, and yeah, I am launching a solo podcast, by the way, as y'all know. June, launching a solo podcast. Maybe in the future I might do a non-solo podcast, but I do think about it. I do think now that I'm at a point where I don't need to rely on my friends for my community, for income, for anything, do I ever want to potentially hurt my good friendships, all solo or with guests? Guests, maybe some solo. Speaking of that, how do you get over that fear, even in the romantic sense? I don't want to rock the boat and fuck up friendship, but I don't want to make. I swear I know how to read. Sorry, I don't want to make her wait if she is slacker. You have to give me a little bit more detail there. I'm a big believer in blowing your load. No, Batara, you can't say these things. No. I'm a big believer in shooting your shot. The worst she can say is no, or he, and it can really hurt, and it can really. Sorry, I was just trying to see if anybody was paying attention to the stream. I wanted to see if anybody was like paying attention to the stream. I'd rather know early if it's not going to work. I think it's scary to be the person. I think it is scary to put yourself up to be rejected, but you have to remember that you're asking an extreme extrovert. I do think I have dealt with a lot of rejections, and I'd just rather know. I would just rather know. What if she also likes you? Or what if she was like, hey, I really like you, but I don't think we could do this because you're, I don't know, my coworker or my friend's brother or something. And then, I think the sooner you get it off of your chest, the sooner you can move on and maybe potentially find somebody new. Because unfortunately, the biggest thing that happens is you can become hyper fixated over these people for years for no reason. Exactly, Nova. I'd much rather a definite no than a long maybe. Yeah, if you're already interested in your friend romantically, you're already not really being like fully genuine as a friend, which is fine. I think everybody is a little bit selfish and it's fair, that kind of stuff. I made my husband date me, just stuck on him like a leech. We are here 7 years later. Stoic, you say this, but I know a lot of women, like, I say women, I don't know if you're, and it's none of my business, but I've had a few friends that were like, oh, that one. And then they're like, they just move in and then they start living together. And then they're like, no, they go on one date and suddenly they're together forever. Good for you. I think I'm too traumatized for that kind of thing. Because of my industry, right? I think in my industry, as you guys may have seen, you're never really sure what people's intentions are. You're never really sure if people are just talking to you because you're on the come up or because they feel like they can benefit off of you, all that stuff. So good for you. I love that you were like, hey, that one is mine. I'm that one right there, sir. I'm picking that one from the shelter. And again, I don't know your gender, but ladies, if you're listening, I think more women should do that. I think definitely like a lot of good guys are out there that are too shy to come up and make the first move. So I think girls, if ever you're just like, hey, that one right there, you're coming home with me. Have fun with that. My intentions would be dating so I could steal the merch. Are you going to date VTuber women just to get free merch? Crazy. Picking up the husband from the introvert shelter? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course, Thunder. Of course. You got to keep it consensual. If he says no, you got to back up. Did I see Michi's male model? I have, but I'm not into Michi like that. You know that. You got to find a way to meet your future wife. I mean, hey, a lot of people have found their future partners. Try my Discord. Yeah, J Twitch, it's this is why sometimes like it's hard. When I think about my friendship with Miki, we talk about so much stuff that has nothing to do with content. Like I genuinely feel like I am friends with this little lady on such a personal, genuine level that sometimes I feel weird being like, oh yeah, let's monetize it. Because eventually, even though it's not let's monetize it, that's eventually what it becomes, right? And yeah. I found my wife in your Discord. She disappears when I take my meds. Momos, spit out your meds, please. Love me as a woman. Momos, spit out your medication right now. Love me as a woman. Not just as a warlord. Not just as God Empress. Not just everything. Please, 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 please. 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 Love me as a woman.
To like 9 out of 10 prerequisites, like on stream, 8 out of 10 prerequisites to like almost be there. But I don't feel like someone is actually a real friend of mine unless I spend a little time with them off stream. I just, you know.
I've talked about this. Sorry, I know I keep interrupting the video. I've had this talk with GEEGA before where I feel like when you meet somebody in person, you just kind of get their essence a little bit more. And then you can kind of tell a little bit more about them. All that to say, I love GEEGA. She's great. And she walks very fast, and I appreciate that. Also, she's so beautiful, and I love her so much. Ugh.
I just can't. And there's some people that I get along with really well, but we have only streamed together, and I do not know them outside of that. And
I love GEEGA.
you know, you can get a good vibe, and you can tell, like, you know what? I think if I spent time with this person off stream, we would end up being friends.
Hey, Mata, I think your spacebar button is broken. It keeps pausing the video. Oh, no! You know what's very normal and cool? Giving Matara 5 gifted subs.
I don't really count them as a real friend of mine unless I get to do that, you know, because it's just different. It's just completely different. And some friends I can feel the difference when I'm streaming with them versus when I'm not in how they act and stuff. And it is what it is. It's like your content brain is on or off. You know? Yeah, it's like trying to make a real friend at work. Yeah, exactly.
My evil plan worked. Thank you for the gifted. Can you guys even hear the gifted alert, by the way? It feels like it's so quiet. I think I have to turn it back up. I think I lowered it.
You can just go after work and have dinner afterward and just hang out or whatever. Like, you can do that, but you need to do something like that for it to like solidify as a real connection in any sort of way. I don't know. And when you only interact in the workplace, that becomes hard. You're like almost there, but I don't know. You need a little like extra something. At least for me. I can create odd miscoms too, since I'm sure
I'll make it louder.
They can consider you real friends if you stream together often. There are a lot of people that they will spend a lot of time with you on a server, in a game, during collabs, whatever, never off stream. And because they've spent a lot of time with you and they get along really well with you, they will say, yeah, me and that person, we're friends. And I'll never take offense at that because people just have different definitions. But I have
if
no
somebody
level.
says that, you can't be like, we're not friends. We're just acquaintances. Oh my God. Okay. Maybe I am. Maybe I do have the tism. At my old company with like 30 people would be like, oh my God, we're friends. And I was like, no, we're coworkers. We're coworkers. Like, I like you guys. That's why I'm here. But we're coworkers. And people got so mad at me. We're coworkers. And you know, sometimes even with people that you collab with, you're like, we're collab partners, we're coworkers, you know, it's fine.
Level of trust with that person, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean that I wouldn't see them as a friend or a potential friend or like someone I could get along really well with. They're like close acquaintance or like low tier friend. Like, I'm not about to give you keys to the castle kind of thing, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Ever keep actual roaches at pets? I would want to. My problem is that I travel a lot and I don't stay in one place. So eventually I actually would love to have
some kind of bugs as pets.
I think that could be really, really fun. But not at the moment because I travel too much and I don't have like a permanent home just yet.
But it's definitely not someone that I would say I'm like close to, but I could say I get along well with, you know? But
I
the
do
word
have a
friend is
moth,
like, it's scary because
a
you don't know
snake,
how
and a
other
lizard,
people
so you know.
mean it, right? Because there have been times where someone said, oh yeah, we're friends, and they have the same understanding as me as we're friendly, we get along really well, but we don't actually know that much about each other, right? We just know we get along well. And that's fine. And then there are other people that have used that word and I've been like, oh yeah, haha. But then they actually think we're like close. Like they genuinely think that there's some level of like trust built. And I'm like, that's not an environment for that, you know? Like that's not how that's built. I don't get that. That's a little spooky because you just don't know how other people like mean that word, you know? It can be a little tough. Yes, I've had people get real weird when I say we're not friends, but we're friendly because I've never hung out with them outside of the bar. Yeah, because they feel like you're pushing them away, not that you're just like logically
If I've never
defining
talked
it,
to you
right?
outside
No
of a
matter how
bar,
you
we're
say
not
it, it
friends.
comes as a rejection because they
If I've
thought
never
more and
talked
you're
to
telling
you
them no, it's
outside of a convention party, we're not friends.
less, right? No matter
And even if we did get brunch or dinner or whatever, we're not friends.
what your intent is. So that's a hard conversation, man. But yeah, I think friendly is good. Do people not use the word acquaintance anymore? No, I think acquaintance got put into a bucket of like work.
This is why I like the word tavarish, right? It's kind of like work acquaintance. Tavarish. Like you're a work acquaintance. Like, yeah, this is my work pal. We do stuff together. I wouldn't call them if I'm in jail, but like, you know, we're not friends. No. You love me as a woman.
Words you say when you're trying to hold someone at arm's length, which isn't necessarily how I would use it. Again, to me, that's just a definition. That's all. That's just a definition. It's someone I know and I'm friendly with. We are acquainted. That's literally what it means. So in my head, it's that. Yeah. But no, functionally, when you tell
is the Russian
someone,
saying
yeah,
for
we're
it, Sham? Talk to
acquaintances,
me.
it just sounds like you're purposefully pushing them away when
It
people hear it,
does.
you know?
I don't know
so that's why
why.
I just say, oh, I know them. We get along well. I get along with them. And I try to use that phrasing because I don't know, these words mean so many different things to different people, you know? Acquaintance somehow gain a negative connotation because people can't handle rejection. It's not even like full rejection. It's people can't handle when they think you see them the same as they see you and it's slightly different with no malice at all. When you tell them it's slightly different, they still can't handle that conversation, which is a real big like sensitivity issue. I don't know. That's a little tough. I have a lot of honestly hardship with that with streamers. I find that really tough because a lot of people will see a reason as to why they have some connection to you and then use that reason as I am now going to reach out and we should collab. And I will be like, I don't want to collab.
So here's my secret of how I bagged GEEGA, okay? We both kind of did this to each other, and that's how I knew she was cool. This is also how I knew Heavenly Father was cool. So sometimes, you know, when I debuted in V Shoujo, I hate to brag, but I think for a little while I was kind of cool and hip and hot and on the come up, you know. For a little while, people were like, oh my God, cockroach VTuber V Shoujo. You know what I mean? People were in my DMs being like, oh, I'm such a big fan. I've loved your stream forever. Oh my God, Matara, I'm so happy you are here. And to be clear, you know, they didn't have to give me that energy. There's a lot of people that, you know, kind of told me that they had been watching me for a long time and they were so well acquainted with me and my content, and then they weren't, which is fine. But also, like, why did you lie? And why I really appreciate Heavenly and GEEGA is they were like, yeah, I know of you. I've like seen your stuff, but I don't know you. And yeah, if you want to get friendly, we can eventually. Like, and even GEEGA, despite the fact that we were both joining V Shoujo so briefly, like close to each other, even when we joined, we kind of took it slow. And I have so much respect for her because of that. We took it very slow of like, okay, where do we have in common? What do we have in different? What is that? What is this? I wasn't like, oh my God, GEEGA, I've known you forever. I'm such a big fan. And she wasn't like, oh my God, Batara, I'm such a big fan. I've known you. She was like, yeah, I know who you are. And that meant a lot to me. It just felt like, well, a lot of people were, you know, saying very nice things to me on the internet because I was very hot and on the come up. And, but that's normal. That's normal. Whenever you're very hot, everybody's always like, wow, I love you and I've loved you forever and I've been a big fan forever. Let's do something. And a few months later, when things kind of chill down a little, they're like crickets, you know? Thank you, spiders. Спасибо. Everybody wants the new thing, which is fair. But from the beginning, Giga and Heavenly and a lot of people treated me very normally. And I really, really like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We're all totally familiar with it. It's like, when you're the new guy or the new girl at work, What about the people who don't like VR? I don't know. What about the people who don't like VR? I don't know. But yeah, I just really appreciated it because I did feel, and that's normal. And maybe some of it is kind of flattering where people are like trying to get on your good side. They're trying to kind of, see if they can squeeze a little bit of that lemon and get a little bit of that lemon juice from you. But yeah. So I really, really appreciate Giga for just always keeping it very real with me.
And this does not mean that I don't like them. It has nothing to do with that. But someone reaching out to like one-on-one collab during my stream hours, whatever, when I don't know them that well and have never sat down and been like, you know what? I want to reach out to that person. It's just like a big ask. That's all. But it's very hard to say no without that person being like, oh my God, they hate me. Like, oh my God. It's such a weird situation. And there have been times I've tried to indicate in ways, hey, I don't hate you, but we're not like that. And it just has
People
literally
get
never
really
gone
offended.
well. The nicest way to do it.
That's definitely so. I have in the past what I thought was very politely like, hey, maybe one day we could be friends, but I don't know you like that. And like, I have my trauma. We'll have to go slower. And then I find out through the back chambers that they're like, Matara hates me. She said she'll never be my friend. She'll never be friends with someone like me. Nah, 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 nah. And that's when I realized, wait a second. I am accidentally giving people ammo for like a Google document. So I'm just not going to say anything. But yeah, the amount of times that has happened to me too, where I was just like, hey, like, maybe one day we could be friends, but we're not there yet. And that's fine. But it takes me a while to get close to people like that. And then I hear through these back channels that they're like, Matara hates me. She said she'll never be my friend. She'll never be friends with someone. I'm like, wait. Whoa. Not at all what I said. But also, the way you say it makes me sound like a jerk. And that's not how I said it. Oh.
Is to ghost people.
Tombalaya, that makes me so happy. What flavor are you going to put in there?
Which also comes off as poor handling of it. In my opinion, that's the worst. But that gets at least received the best because there are no words for them to pick into and to feel particularly bad about. But that's still, I don't know. So what do you do? Say, I'm busy, and then they keep trying, and then eventually they get the message. Like, it just sucks. Because if you say directly, hey, no, thank you, it's just, they think that you hate them.
Yep,
you
they
know?
do.
I don't know. It gets even tougher when other...
My stinky baby's here! I was just talking about you, my stinky girl. Oh my God, it's my sexy stinky girl. Hi. Hello. Welcome everybody coming in on the YouTube. I'm doing a little bit of reacting. I'm doing a little bit of hanging out because I've been taking some time off from streams because I've been focusing on my dancing and my singing. Mint, I have to share something with you. Mint, I have to share something with you. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down how you like it. I love you. Thank you for the raid. Mint, I was just saying that I love you and you're my stinky girl, but you walk very slow. Despite being so energetic and so cute and so lovely and so everything, you walk very slow. I was also talking about how a lot of people, so hi everybody. Hello wisps. Hello the wisps. It's so good to talk to you wisps. I was just saying how we were watching Giga and she's talking about how there's always this kind of weird idea with VTuber friendships that if you don't talk to somebody or collab with them, that it's like, oh, you hate them. And I was saying how Mint and I are very close, but I don't collab with her as much. I'm very close with Miki, but I don't collab with her as much. I talk to Lime every other day. We don't collab as much. But yeah, Mint, give me your reaction on the thing I sent you whenever you can. Spoiler alert for like a little bit. You know, you can't announce it, but yeah. If you could have a bowl of one type of hard candy, what would it be? Actually, I have an answer. So one of my favorite candies are like the little Coca-Cola jelly bottles. But Mint introduced me to my current, one of my favorite jellies ever. The Twin Snakes gummies. The Twin Snakes gummies. They're so good. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I am Tara Khan, and I'm about to have my third pickle beer. If you're wondering about this pickle beer, please look it up. It's called Donna's Pickle Beer. It's very good. And we're just kind of drinking and yapping. So if you want to come hang out with us, this week, I'm kind of officially soft launching being back to streaming. I know I had to take some time off because I was focusing on my dancing and singing. I can't tell you anything yet, but Tuesday I'm gonna have not one, not three, not four, but 2 whole announcements. I'm gonna have 2 whole announcements on Tuesday for you that have to do with song stuff and concert stuff. What else? Kind of soft launching being back to stream. So I'm streamed yesterday, I streamed today, I stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm at the studio. And then next week we're back to normal. You like how close I am? Are you the reason I never find twin snakes at the store? Yeah! Mint showed them to me and now I'm obsessed. I eat them all. But yeah, if any, I know you're all ayaboos, but if I could please keep calling it with, it makes me really happy knowing that I can pick on Mint a little bit. Exciting announcements. Yes. So Sky, just in case it wasn't clear, let me be extremely clear. These are very positive announcements of me being a part of 2 music projects that I will be able to announce on Tuesday that are very positive. And I had to take time to rehearse and to dance and to do all that stuff. And yeah, because unlike my sweet girl Mint, I have not danced before. I am not a good singer, but I'm doing my best, the idol journey. So these are very, very good announcements, my love. You personally prefer wisps? Me too, I love wisps. All right, wisps. If you want to join us, I'm about to grab my 3rd pickle beer and my last one for tonight, unfortunately. Also, Momos, can you show off that emote of Mint and I kissing? I know Mint really loves that one. I know Mint really likes that one. If y'all can show the wisps. If y'all can show the wisps. The wisps. Look at that wisp. That's me kissing your mother. Yeah. It's me kissing your mother. Mint and Matawa sitting in a tree. Kissing. That's right. Feel like I'm stealing her essence. I'm being cute. All right, 1 second. Let me go grab my beer. Let me go grab my beer. Hold on. Don't look. I gotta go grab my beer. Well. If it isn't the wisps, what were y'all up to, by the way, before the raid? What were y'all up to? I want to know. For anybody wondering, by the way, Big Capcom actually got me this model. We had a sponsor with Big Capcom for the Resident Evil. By the way, oh my God, I understand the Leon Kennedy. I get it. But yeah, they got me this one. They made me chibi. Isn't it cute?
fruit.
Retro Rewind. Wait, was she watching old videos? Is that it? Rental Movie Simulator. I saw Mint play it. I've been wanting to play it. I used to rent video games at the Blockbuster. They cost $5. Maybe it was $3. Minta losing her mind a little bit. What else is new? I love my neurotic Minto. Marcus, thank you for the 17 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did I ever get my package mix-up fixed? Yes, so I definitely got Octopimp's package by accident. I gotta see him and I gotta switch them up. All right, everybody, this is my last beer. Because I started doing this thing where I leave my blinds open when I sleep. So that way, when it's like 7 a.m., I wake up and I face the morning sun. I face the morning sun.
Welcome to the circus of value.
What was the thing I said? The funny gun noise when you like go to buy bullets. It sounded like something Mint would say. Speaking of Leon, for the cosplay 5K this year, should I run as Ocelot or Leon? I think you should do Ocelot. Is the pickle beer good? It's delicious. It's divine. It's so good.
Bienvenido al amo bandito.
It sounded like something Mint would say. How does it taste? It tastes like a light beer with pickle juice. It's so good. It's so good. It tastes like both pickle and beer together if they had a baby. Oh yeah, and you should meow. Wait, you should be Ocelot and you should have cat ears and you should meow at people during the 5K. Mm-hmm. Sid, thank you for the 25. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It tastes like pickle and beer. Mm-hmm. Wait, let me send something to Min before I forget.
Sending Mint some secrets.
Does it have any ABV? Do you mean like alcohol percent? It's kind of low. 4.4% alcohol. Mm-hmm. 4.4.
Actually, I think in this instant,
No, it's just something really silly that I think it'd be fun to have Mint involved in. But again, she's a busy girl. I'm a busy roach. Things happen. But I just remembered, I was like, wait, I heard about this thing today. I heard about this thing today. Should I do a few spoilers for the Wisps? Because I was doing some spoilers for the Momos earlier. Would it be fair if I gave some spoilers to the Wisps, or is it better not to? Legally speaking. All right. I'm going to do one small spoiler, okay? I'm going to do one small spoiler, okay?
that's not even a real spoiler.
Whoa. What is that? What is that? Don't tell Teague! Don't tell Teague! Don't tell Teague! Don't tell Teague! No! If you tell my manager that I'm spoiling things, I can't spoil things. If you tell my manager that I'm spoiling things, I can't spoil things. Stop. You can't be telling people that I'm spoiling things.
That was neat. What was it? You're gonna have to wait and find out.
You're gonna have to wait and find out. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to wait and find out. Now I'm worried. All right. I guess I won't spoil any more things. Does Mint spoil stuff for you guys? I want to know. Because every time I try to spoil things for the Momos, they don't love that. In fact, every time I'm like, oh, can I say something? They're like, no, we don't want to know. So I have to trick them into like spoiling things for them. Like for example, I'm gonna save this. Don't snitch that I'm talking. Don't shh. Don't say anything. Who's Gyazo? I don't know who Gyazo is. All right, are you ready? Bug snitches get bug stitches.
This has been said so many times that I don't think it matters.
But yeah, tell me how Mint spoils stuff, because my Momos never let me spoil anything. The moment I try to spoil anything, they all run to my manager, and then my manager's like, Matara, what do you mean you had 3 beers and you're showing people stuff? That's unacceptable. You're not supposed to have 3 beers and show people. I'm like, no, I just started my 3rd beer. You don't understand. I had a big dinner. She makes us wait so long. I like spoiling. I like to reward some of you that are here all the time, you know? Kengar, thank you so much for the 30 months, my love. I hope you're doing good. I hate this bug. Thank you. Also, Momos, I have to pee. Could you give me a minute? Pretty please, the cherry on top. And then we were actually just reacting to some videos of GEEGA, but maybe since the widths are here, I can see if Mint's been talking some smack. Has Mint been talking? We already just reacted to that video of her about my extroversion. Mint Phantom. Let's see if there's any funny videos of Mint. Maybe we can react to some Mints. Oh my god, is that her little hands? Wait, are those her little baby hands?
The same glue gun, really? I got it, cause
He's so cute! Stop. I'm hyperventilating. Stop, I'm hyperventilating.
you have to listen, okay?
I'm hyperventilating. Oh, my sweet Mint. I have not seen this before, but I've seen her little baby hands. I've definitely seen her little baby hands. She will deny this until her grave. But I have held her little baby hands. In fact, one time, when I was very, very food poisoned after I had raw chicken liver with Uson and Michi, the next day I wanted Mint to meet Michi and Onigiri and Onibro, and we went to the Maid Cafe, and I was so just food poisoned and not feeling well. But I also knew that as the extrovert of the group, that if I didn't show up, thank you for the prime, by the way, Dragon, that nobody was going to show up. And it was important to me that my friends kind of met each other because they all kind of knew of each other, but they weren't gonna. Why would you get raw chicken? Because Uson said it was a delicacy. Raw chicken liver or like lightly grilled is a delicacy in Japan, and I'll try anything. You know, I'm a dumb tourist. I'll try anything. So, the next day, I was at the maid cafe and I wasn't feeling very well. And Mint was sitting next to me and she was cheering the maids on. And then at a certain point, like, she was so cute. I couldn't even like wipe my hands. I was so sick that she took the little napkin, the little wet napkin, and she was like wiping my hands. She was wiping my hands. And I remember being like, God, I wish I was less sick so I could make fun of her for being so cute and caring, like, wife. But also, if I make fun of her, I knew in that moment, I was like, if I make fun of her for even a moment, she'll stop. but she was like literally wiping I just kind of held my hands up and she was wiping them. Very like Goshujin sama coded, you know, where she was just wiping my dirty hands with the little cloth, and then she was like helping me and ordering for me. And I knew in that moment, like even my super bratty, like annoying brain, that in any other moment I would have been like, you love me. You love me. You're taking care of me. Ooh, I'm sick and you love me. I was too tired to even do that. But in that moment, I was like, aw, she loves me. She was being such a good maid. She was being a good friend. And you know what? Another really big thing for Mint. She didn't make fun of me when I was really not feeling well. Like, yes, I know. I ate raw chicken liver. I know. I was not feeling well. She could have easily like made fun of me, but because I was honestly at like my lowest of lows, puking that morning, but then still going out with them, that she absolutely, the fact that she didn't make fun of me was insane. Like I don't know what kind of Satan took over her. Speaking of Satan, I don't know what sort of things took over her, but she didn't even make fun of me. I was too sick to make fun of her, and she didn't even make fun of me. You know what I mean? Crazy. Crazy. Mm-hmm. What did we learn from eating raw chicken liver? That I gotta try it again just to see if my stomach's gotten stronger. I gotta eat it again to see if my stomach's gotten stronger. I don't know. What if my stomach got stronger? You know? You don't learn. I'm a lover, not a fighter. You know, I when I was a very young bug, I didn't like mussels. Now I love mussels. What if my taste buds change? Right? What? Oh my God, she has such small little hands. Okay, wait. What if we actually watch these clip of her small little baby hands? She's so cute. I love you, Mint. I miss you, Mint. I miss you. I want to hug you. I want to hug you, my sweet girl. Okay, weirdo. We just banned you on Twitch. Now we're banning you on we banned you on YouTube. Now we're banning you on Twitch. You got your attention. I have noticed you and I have banned you. Are you happy? Please go away now. Okay. I have to pee one last time. And then we are going to look at my stinky girl's little hands. Who does he think I am? I don't know. Maybe he thinks I'm like Mao. I don't know. Maybe he thinks I'm Stalin or Lenin. I don't know. I still remember when I went to Mint's house for Thanksgiving, and we went to like a little museum, and her grandma, may she rest in peace, I was giving everybody hugs, and I gave her a hug, and she was like, oh, can I get a kiss? And she did mean like a kiss on the cheek and stuff like that, genuinely. But I like, I have this thing when the winter comes. They're not cold sores, but like my lip gets dry. And then like I had a pimple and I wasn't sure if it was a cold sore. It wasn't a cold sore, but I wasn't sure. And I knew that, you know, her grandma was kind of older. So I hesitated and I was like, no, like, Granny, I can't give you a kiss. Like, you know, whatever I have on my lip, like, what if it's contagious? And then the next time I asked Mint about her grandma had unfortunately passed. She is so cool. She is so sweet. I'm so happy I got to meet her. But I do think back about that moment of like, I should have just kissed her freaking, like, I should have just kissed her on the cheek. But I was so like, no, like, I don't want to get you, like, I don't want to get you sick or anything. What if I'm getting sick? What if I was anything? And, but then the next time I talked to Mint, may she rest in peace. She was lovely. And I had a really, really great time. I had a really great time with my Mint. And, she's my little girl. She's my little guy. She's my little guy. All right, let me pee, and then we're gonna look at Mint's small hands. Mint's gonna be like, Matara, I'm never raiding you again. If when I raid you, leave it for us uglies. Mint when VTubers are hot IRL. What do you mean, leave it for us uglies? It's just like, I didn't want to kiss anybody on the cheek that day because, like I said, like I had a weird thing developing and I was like, oh, what if it's like, what if it's a cold sore? What if it's anything like that? It wasn't. But it had nothing to do with like, I did the same to everybody. Okay. Be right back. I gotta pee. Oh my God, I'm just watching you. I'm just watching you. Right. I'm gonna finish my pickle beer. And then I have a Bellini Bliss bubbly. Peach pineapple mango flavor. Because this whole stream today started with us reacting to GEEGA clickbaiting having beef with me, but actually it was just her saying that I Drank sparkling water. Champs, can you send it over to Zero? And then if Zero gives me the okay, I think Zero can probably gauge my mood through mysticism and cards and the moon. And Zero could probably be like, yeah, Mata should. Basically, what I'm saying is I am leaving the burden of choosing on Zero. So I can be the bad guy, and it's going to be Zero the bad guy. If Zero's like, no, Matara's absolutely not watching this. This is great. I'm going to start offloading my problems onto other people. The sparkling water thing is insane. Why? I like sparkling water, whether it's like regular sparkling water or sparkling water with a taste. I don't know. It's just like that. Chams is sending Zero a clip. Yeah, Zero doesn't have enough work. Come on, Zero, back to the mines. Back to the pit. You're newish here. You need sleep. Bye, last pull ring. Have a good one. Do we still have any YouTube with or any YouTube iBoos kind of hanging out? Because we're going to take a look at Mint's small, beautiful hands. I say this like very platonically. I know sometimes people really do think I'm very gay, and I apologize. I can't help it. It's just the way that I talk. I don't know. I even now when I explain the story of like the hot goth adjacent lady that I'm taking out for dinner this weekend, even though she has a boyfriend and I'm not interested romantically, but I'm still gonna take her out and make sure she has a good time, you know? And then when I'm like telling y'all stories that when I go to convention, I see beautiful woman and I walk up to her and I'm like, ma'am, you are not paying for a single thing tonight. Anything you want, I will pay for you. Just come out. Literally, I was like, anything you want, you come to me. I don't know. William, thank you for the super. Aospa, arigato. I just know how much effort it takes for women to look like goddesses, you know? So I always want to appreciate them. All right. Are we ready to take a look at her small hands? All right, Mint. Mint, please don't hate me. I'm going to react to you being cute and small. Da-ba-ba-ba. This video is from, I don't know. Aiko Okonomiyaki. Yummy. Okonomiyaki oishii. Okonomiyaki oishii. Nihongo jozu. Manga, thank you for the 5 gifted. Remember, it is very normal and cool to give Matara Khan 5 gifted subs. GEEGA said it. Why is she making those sounds? Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Just kidding. Wait, oh. Ta-da! Oh, happy Halloween! Happy Halloween, man!
Los Astuces? Wait, who's Suses? Who are we Susesing?
Wait, oh.
Esperen.
Ta-da!
Wait. How much more annoying is it gonna be if I start Los Astuces? Who is she Suce? Pourquoi Suce? Arrête.
Just kidding.
Solo, wait. Solo qué? Whoa. Español, Josu.
Just kidding.
Solo bromeo. Sí.
Wait, oh.
Esperen.
Ta-da! Oh, happy Halloween!
Sí. Feliz Halloween.
You.
Feliz Halloween. Feliz Halloween. Wah! Feliz Halloween.
Feliz Halloween. Wait, I want to be in her lap.
Feliz Halloween.
Feliz Halloween. Feliz Halloween.
What is this Spanish or is this Portuguese? Los asuste. Is it like, did you know? Asuste. Asus is like another meaning in French. In French, it means she sucks, and I can't unsee it. I'm so sorry. Did I scare you? Asuste. Huh, that's not the word I would. Huh, interesting.
Look you.
Yeah, you spooked me. Stop. Little baby fingers. She's so cute.
I had to possess.
Tuve que poseer a alguien hoy. Hoy.
Somebody today for today's craft.
Para lo que vamos a hacer. So we're going to be doing something.
So, enjoy.
Así que, ¿qué?
For
Así que,
today's craft. So,
choto a minute.
enjoy.
Así que disfruten. I do not know what disfruten is. Sprachen Sie Deutsch?
But I can do that.
Pero puedo hacer lo de Ariana Grande. We're doing something about Ariana Grande.
Oh, Ariana Grande.
Oh my God, look at her little baby hand. She's so cute. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Disfruten is a great word. I kind of love it. Disfruten. Disfruten is such a great word. Disfruten. Disfruten.
Look how dainty my hand is.
Miren lo delicada que es mi mano. Oh, look how cute. She said delicate, but there she said dainty. Miren lo delicada que es mi mano. Really, Mint? You're using that whole, oh my God, look at how small and cute I am. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. That's very Ariana Grande.
In my oversized sweater.
She's actually so Ariana Grande in this clip. That's so cute. Das Fruten. Das Fruten.
Oh, you want to see how?
Quieren ver lo pequeña que es mi muñeca. Freak, I knew the word muñeca, but I don't remember what it means. So now everyone's going to be like, you actually don't know it, because if you did. So look at how small is my maybe sweater, maybe like something. Hand. There we go. Muñeca. Quieren ver lo pequeña que es mi muñeca.
Small my wrist is. It's so my tiny wrist is so
Okay,
small.
okay. Pff, skinny queen. Mi muñeca es tan pequeña en esta chaqueta tan grande. I guess chaqueta would be sweater or like clothing.
All in this oversized jacket.
I guess it's jacket. We are actually learning with Matara Khan the Explorer. This is crazy.
I might be the tiniest person.
Puede que sea la persona más pequeña del mundo. I might be the smallest person in the world, yeah.
Ever.
Ariana Grande, She's so cute.
What do you mean, noodle?
¿Qué quieres decir con brazos de fideo? Fideo is noodles, or does it? Brazos de fideo.
Arm. What do you mean?
¿Qué quieren decir? Shows her revealing cardboard dress. All right.
And your singer
All
for
right,
tonight.
we're going in.
The one, the freakiest,
Of them all.
presenting
Min
Or let me just get it over with. I'm ripping up the Band-Aid. Okay, let me explain. So, I don't know how
other VTubers do it. I tried to put on new clothes, and I think my ghost body rejected them. I know that I look like I'm I was like, I'm gonna be on theme today. But
Wait.
also,
She's
sorry,
so
I'm not fancy like other
cute.
VTubers, and I could only afford half a dress.
She's
So,
actually so cute.
Don't worry about it. Probably. I mean, but yeah, yay! I'm ready to dance.
She's so cute. She actually looks like when you like, oh, you
also,
love her
I,
like a wife. Back off. Stop. Get some help. That's my wife. Back the fuck up. That's my wife. Stop. That's my woman. That's my woman. Uh-huh. You love her like a mistress. Gary the Snail, thank you for the 5 gifted. Again, remember, it is very normal and cool to give Matara Khan 5 gifted subs. You already have plans to propose to Miss Phantom? Yeah. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm just curious. I'm not going to upstage and copy your proposal. I'm just curious, I just want to know. Minto, my woman. Nani, my man. All right, she's charging her phone. Everybody relax.
But more importantly, we're
I
here
can't
to
explain
sing.
it, but it really does look like a child playing dress up because,
Also,
see?
but more importantly, we're here to sing. Don't look. Don't look. Okay. I'm so. You can't see the fishing wire that's like wrapped around my neck. Holding it up. It's like a piece of cardboard, basically. Just over top of me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, Kira.
I love Kiara.
What do you mean? Are you?
One time, I was with Mint, and she's like, oh my God, look at this beautiful picture of Kiara. And I'm like, oh yeah, I took it. And then she's like, wait, she looks so beautiful here. I'm like, oh yeah, I took that one too. Kiara used me as like her, I'm sorry, I know everybody being like, Kiara used me. I know, you're so jealous, you're envious. You wish that were you, huh? You wish that were you, huh? Kiara used my body as a photography stick. She used me as a photographer. That's right. Kiara used me. But yeah, at one point I was with Mint. And she's like, wow, look, Kiara looks so beautiful there. I'm like, oh yeah, we went for food and then I took this photo. She's like, wow, look, Kiara looks so beautiful here. I'm like, yeah, Kiara actually took me to the museum and then I took this photo. She's like, wow, Kiara looks so beautiful. I'm like, yeah, that's the day I met her cats and then slept over at her house. And like we had her, and then I took that photo. Sorry, you wish that was you, huh? You wish that was you, huh? Also, Kiara is so cutely dominant. At one point, we went to like this really nice restaurant that was kind of like, it used to be a castle, and then it was a restaurant inside a castle. And I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna do this and this. She's like, no, Matara. We're gonna get this and this because while you're here visiting, you have to try this and this. And it was so, again, I want to be so mindful. Not once did I feel like she took over from me. Not once did I feel like she dominated me. No. But she kind of had a little way of like, no, baby. Like, we're doing this and this because you're visiting and you need to try this and this. And I was like, oh, mommy. mommy, take care of me. Mommy ordering. I'm just not used to it because I'm always the adult in like every situation I've been in. So at one point I remember we went for brunch as well. And I thought to myself, okay, well, I think I'm going to order this and this. And she goes, no, Matara. You should try this and this, and that's what we're going to do. Are you okay with it? And I was like, yeah, actually. I'm like, I didn't realize I might be into that, but like, yeah, I'm into that. Whatever you want. I loved it. She took charge, and I You need to understand, I loved it. Not a single part of her taking charge was I like, no, we did. No, it was amazing. I've never had a woman take charge before like that. And again, you wish that was you, huh? sorry. You wish that was you, huh? Yeah.
Am I what? Are you Takanashi Kiara, Hololive, Ian Myth? Do you have much to say? I've seen your thumbnails. What would you like to know? What are we asking, huh, Kiara? Huh? Is this safe? Yeah.
It's always safe.
Right? It's safe. I'm wearing a dress. If you move too much to the side, could there be an oopsie? No!
I want to see her butt. I want to see her big butt.
No. I checked. I've checked.
Can we check?
A lot of times.
Can we
I've
check?
done this.
I want to check.
I think I was okay. Actually, I couldn't see when I
Can I
did
see?
it. I think it's fine. This is super cute.
Thank you, Force
can't
Horseman.
see,
I
it's
appreciate
okay.
you. Wow, maybe I have future as a React streamer.
But I know so many people like people.
Don't look. Whoa! Mid, you can't just whoa. Oh my God! Whoa! What is going on? What is going on this live stream? Whoa. That's my wife. You can't look there. That's my woman. Don't look. Okay, wait. GEEGA Matara sleep like she's fighting for her life. Okay,
Yeah, no,
let's
she-
take a look at this clip. All right, chams, we got a clip coming up from GEEGA because yes, GEEGA has slept with me. GEEGA has slept with me. I want to say it again so there's going to be like headlines tomorrow. GEEGA XV Shoujo of GEEGA Industries and Independent has slept with me. No. We one time went on a trip and we were in the same hotel room and I was in one bed and she was in the other bed. Okay. So yes, GEEGA has slept with me. But I was in one bed and she was in the other bed. Okay. So let's see what she has to say about me.
Sleeps like
GEEGA talks about my special room. Yeah, I pay rent there.
she's being attacked. She sleeps and she talks so much and she
Listen, once a yapper, always a yapper, okay? I could never shut up. I could actually never shut up. It's really bad. Like, I need to go for a run. Okay, you can't say, stop it. I slept with GEEGA and I had dinner with Shaquille O'Neal when I was in Dallas, okay? I had dinner with Shaquille O'Neal. Stop. Get some help. Stop. Get some help. Is that the football guy? It's the basketball guy. All right. The Shaquille O'Neal story is very simple. I was in Dallas, I think around November, for an anime convention called Anime Impulse. And we went to this steakhouse. It was Joe and something. I forget the name. I told you guys before. It was in downtown Dallas. It was not far from the hotel and the convention. It was like Joe's and something, I think. And we were waiting to sit at our table. We were like 6 people because my lawyer organized this dinner. And then Shaquille O'Neal walked in with 2 security guards, which, by the way, looked like they were his kids. Like, he was so much taller than his security guards. And a sheriff escorted Shaquille O'Neal to his table in front of us. And then later, maybe 15 minutes later, we were sat at our table. So at a certain point, I had dinner with Shaquille O'Neal at that restaurant. Okay? Am I wrong? Am I lying? You know the funniest thing? I actually have no idea where in the restaurant he sat. I couldn't see him because I didn't have my glasses. So I have no idea where in the restaurant he was. Mata, what should I do to play the game, but I also want to watch your stream? I won't be streaming super long. I'm on my last beer for tonight. Again, I have 3 more beers in the fridge, but I have to be up. I have a special stream tomorrow. Spoiler, spoiler. I have to take care of a beautiful baby girl. Yeah, winky face. With would know if you looked at Mint's waiting room, you'd know. I'm taking care of a little baby girl. But yeah, I want to hear what Giga has said.
He like throws punches into the air. The blanket never stays on her. Never stays on her. It will always get thrown off.
Okay, Giga, please. I have a lot of enemies, okay? I'm shadow boxing demons in my fucking sleep, okay? I grew up poor, beaten, like dramatic, okay, Giga? Listen, it's like, I have never had a chill nervous system ever. I have never been chill. I have never been a chill girl, not even a day in my life, Giga. I am shadow boxing the demons in my sleep, okay?
and then at some point she stops that. She grabs the blanket, fully asleep the whole time, grabs the blanket, wraps herself in it like a burrito.
Yeah, I do that. Okay, I actually do this thing. I love to put a pillow between my knees. So I kind of like, at some point, I turn around and I put a pillow between my knees and I squeeze the pillow and I genuinely burrito myself. Sometimes I even put the blanket on top of my head. I love being like in a dark cocoon. Oh.
And she just like, she always sleeps like that. She has like a moment where she's like, "Arr, arr," you know, like possessed like a demon. And then she just stops moving. And you're like, did she die or is she sleeping? And that's, you know, the fun. That's the really fun toss up.
Yeah. I think eventually I'm like, I beat the demons in my sleep or they beat me. And it's like, it's giving up time, right? Where I'm like, I've given up. I've given up. I'm sick of feeling. Yeah, I think eventually I hit that point where I just like, I give up. Or the demons that have been beating me up give up. I don't know. Great clip, Giga. Matara got slightly... Oh. He put... Who put the name in the Goblet of Fire, said Dumbledore calmly.
Suck your fucking heads. Whoa.
That was impressive. Tummy stroke. Bounce on it, Dio.
Zen!
Bounce on it, Dio.
Dumbledore said calmly. Forrest, thank you so much for the super. Oh my God, the YouTube is being so sweet tonight. Thank you so much for the super. I had 3 pickle beers. And you know what? Maybe I will have another pickle beer on my couch tonight while I watch TV, my sweet angel. I really appreciate you. Also, I'm so sorry if that was too loud. Just like when I fight my demons in my sleep, you never know what to expect. You never know what to expect. This was fun. I feel like I should do react streamings more often. No? I feel like react streamings are so fun. I reacted to Mint's baby hands and her naked shoulders. Oh, wait a second. I wanted to react to my roommate. Because the other day, because my roommate is such a beautiful woman that like even when she has clown makeup, she's beautiful. But she did a stream. So the other night I flew home from Canada, and when I came out to give her a hug, she looked like she was crying all night. I was like, hey, you okay? What's up? And she's like, oh no, I just did a clown stream. And then the next day we went for brunch and she still kind of looked like she had a rough night. So I was like, okay. So I want to see what sparked it. I just need to warn everybody, down bad in a good way. She's taken by me, okay? I'm her roommate and her wife. I haven't claimed her as a wife yet, but, you know, kind of half claimed. So watch out. Behave, okay? She's got that bug girl Riz, okay? I just want to see what she was doing. Long time no see. Gonna order pickle beers tomorrow. Spankenheim, thank you so much for the super. You know what? It is very cool and normal to super chat me on YouTube, so thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We tried to get her to meet you in the makeup. What do you mean meet me in the makeup? All right, let's take a look. Junie, I apologize if you see this clip. I'm just reacting to you. She's so beautiful! Look at that. She has like the most perfect little nose, okay? And then she has like these little canine teeth. I got a potato. I got an Eastern European potato for a nose. Ah! She's so beautiful.
No. No.
Can you guys hear her loud enough?
Thank you for complimenting my pudding hair.
Girl, your nose, your pudding hair, your everything, your eyeliner. Oh,
actually like it now.
You're so beautiful.
It took me a minute. The dark aura coughing coming off that flag is incredible. It's good, right? It's really good. Anyways, hello chat. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, what is
We're
she
gonna
drinking? I'm always curious what... This is going to sound so parasocial, but I'm always curious what cups my roommate uses, because I'm always like, what cup did you use, huh? Because I always buy these... Oh my God, one time I bought us matching cups, and then she broke one. And I was like, you hate me. You don't want to match cups.
Thank you for complimenting my pudding hair.
I want to see what cup she uses. I'm so curious.
Actually like it now. It took me a minute. The dark aura coughing coming off that flag is incredible. It's good, right? It's really good. Anyways, hello chat. Welcome, welcome.
It's the small goblet. We have a bigger goblet. It's the small goblet. She likes it. I like these cups too. I like them. I like them. I like these cups.
A bit. Not to be rude, but your flag looks kind of big from the front. It's a bit wide, isn't it?
It's a bit thick.
It's a bit wide.
It's bulging.
Is this sock method hair? No, I just slept with it in a braid. That's all. That's literally all I have to do.
She tells you guys everything. She does sometimes put her hair in like sock braids, and then her hair looks really pretty in the morning. She tells you guys everything. I don't tell you guys didn't even know that I shadow box in my sleep. Should I start opening up more? So after the stream, I'm probably going to have another beer and watch Evangelion, because I was just recently talking to a friend who just rewatched Evangelion, and I was like, maybe I should rewatch Evangelion.
Bleh. I dare you to keep that up there for a few days. It's not like anybody's gonna fucking
Welcome, Gunsmith. Thanks for stopping by.
see it. Just kidding. My roommate might. She's coming back.
That's me. I'm the roommate.
I dare you to keep that up there for a few days. It's not like anybody's gonna fucking see it. Just kidding. My roommate might.
Also, she says this, but I think I have been in Juniper's room like 3 times since I lived here. And I think she's been in my room like 3 times. We usually meet at the neutral Switzerland zone, which is the kitchen. Very rarely, sometimes I've knocked on her door to be like, can you zip up my dress? But usually I just Discord DM her. Not to sound like the most like autistic gamer girls, but we Discord DM each other. Sorry, we Discord DM each other. I'll be like, dinner tonight?
She's coming back. Like,
I was
tonight,
coming
basically.
back. I did come back tonight.
Wow, it's brighter than what I'm used to for these streams. I don't know why. Is it just because it's almost summer?
I don't know.
That's right, chat. My wife is coming back tonight. She already invited me out for beers.
Shit.
I'm such an alcoholic. Yes, it is true. I had indeed been like, hey, I'm in the plane now and we haven't taken off, but do you want to go for beers later? And then I was like, hey, plane delayed by 30 minutes. Hey, plane delayed 45 minutes. Hey, by the time I get there, I don't think we can get beers tonight. Let's do brunch tomorrow.
So I'm gonna go hang out with my wife after
Yup.
stream.
Sorry, girl.
Yay!
Poor Junie, like when I'm here, her alcoholism definitely like ramps up a lot.
Hey, bros. We
It's
have
my
we
fault.
have a lot to do today. Okay,
that hand
we have a
cream?
lot
What
to
is
do.
that?
We have
Oh, it's face paint.
clown makeup ASMR. Clown makeup ASMR. Just kidding. We're not doing clown makeup ASMR. I'm just fidgeting a lot. I'm just really fidgety. This time I have a better white face paint, chat. Hopefully this one will actually show up on my skin. The other one didn't. What if we did clown makeup ASMR? We're not doing ASMR. I'm never gonna do ASMR with a camera.
Never
I
say
can't.
never.
I can't do that.
Never say
I can't.
never.
Thank you for the bits, Nomad. How many subs to get you to go out in public with the makeup tonight? Fucking 0. Fucking a billion. You think I want to draw that much attention to myself, especially where I live? Dog, I went out. I literally, every single time I've left my house the past couple of days, some stranger has yelled at me. Every single.
I want to add to this conversation. Junie, for some reason, really does have an aggro to random homeless people yelling at her. And I want to be very mindful that what I say is not slut shaming. But she is so hot. And she has that long blonde hair. And those beautiful short shorts. And that big butt. It like globally taunts every weirdo on the street. Because I'm straight and it taunts me. You know? And again, I want to be very mindful. She can dress however the hell she wants. It is not right that people are yelling at her in the street. But I think she underestimates like just how hot she looks walking down the street. I think she underestimates just like how beautiful she looks walking down our random little street in the middle of nowhere. That, of course, every single homeless person around just wakes up and they're like, mother? So, I think she underestimates her effect. You know? Also, that is definitely, when I had blonde hair, I feel like, for some reason, a lot more people approach me when I had when I have brown hair, I get approached the least. When I have red hair, I get approached a lot. When I have blonde hair, I get approached a ton. I think it's also just a thing of like, if you're showing leg and you're blonde, you're gonna get approached a ton.
Single time, which to be fair was like twice, but somebody on the other side of the street was walking. He was just yelling shit at people. He was just yelling
I
shit,
know the
whatever.
story.
And
Okay.
he was like, "Hey!" Wait, hold on. Pause.
She's so beautiful.
I have a mirror.
Look, she does this lip biting thing. Where'd she do it? No, she didn't do it there. I don't know. She does it sometimes, and I'm like, oh.
There we go.
How can this woman still be so beautiful looking like a clown?
Did you say toe?
She's so beautiful. Look at her. Clown up her. She's so beautiful.
All right, we have time for a few more things.
She's so beautiful.
Few more things. What should
How
we
can she
do?
be so
I meant to
beautiful
do,
with
like
clown
another
makeup on?
outline around my nose. It's kind of lacking, like.
So can I ask, why did you guys make her do this? I just want to talk. I just want to know how to avoid doing this myself. Why the Mechanicus music?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? What is that? Oh my god.
What are these noises? All right. I'm ending this. This is so funny. Why that, whoa. Momos. I had 2.5 beers. I'm almost finished with my 3rd beer. I gotta go before I get in trouble. That was very funny. I had a great time today. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry it was kind of a short stream, only 4 hours today, but I'm trying to get back to streaming. Tomorrow, spoiler alert, toxic. I'm going to be rating this girl later. Don't tell her. Spoiler alert. I have a Pragmata, super big Capcom sponsor from Capcom for Pragmata. I'm going to be a mother. I'm going to be a father. I'm going to be taking care of a little girl. Oh, wait. I wanted to raid Michi, but Ashton is playing Kerbal Space Program. Oh, fudge. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for drinking with us. I'm definitely going to start doing a few more reacts here and there. I think it's super, super silly. I'm officially sort of half back to streaming. And I cannot wait to tell you on Tuesday all of the new developments that are developing with us. Also, sorry you had to find out that I shadowbox in my sleep. As for the YouTube momos and the thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a good time. Please go watch whoever you want. I am rating Ashton Martin over on the YouTube. Over on the Twitch television. She's also a pal of Mint. I think I actually know her through Mint. She's very sweet. She's very awesome. And yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow for Pragmata. And then I'll see you Tuesday for two big juicy musical announcements. Okay, 2 big juicy musical announcements. Before you say anything, yes, they're very positive. I love you all. Thank you for hanging out. And I'm so sorry I started the stream so late today. Oh, have a good one. Bye-bye. 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 Also, Mint is stinky and I love her. Bye-bye.